that event I
That
made,
video.
but it is gonna start streaming on the channel.
Where? Cause I don't see it.
Restream
I don't
wasn't
see it.
Restream wasn't sending it to that channel, but
I don't see it.
it is sending it to our YouTube, but it wasn't sending it to that stream. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, Frank, dog. Oh, there you go. I see it. All right, he cool. DMV computer man said, give him a few minutes. That's cool. That's great.
We in there. So hey, what we gonna do? If you could hear us, let us know. Get us in the chat if anything's acting crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
What we gonna do different this time is we're gonna open up the discussion to anybody out there. If you got a
Mhm.
question, you could type it in the chat on any of the platforms. Um, we should see them hopefully on YouTube, on Facebook, and then if you have Zoom, if you have the Zoom app, or you had a computer, or you had a mobile phone, and you want to come in and ask a question live with us, and get on the video, just hit one
Real
of us
time
up,
shit.
and we'll send you the Zoom link. You just got to click on it, give it the permissions, to your phone, camera,
Yeah.
mic, and all that, and you come on in and ask the questions, and we shoot the shit. It's a little different this time.
Yeah, man. So we here. What is this? What we call it? The crypto, crypto round table. Just a square table now. You and I back and forth ping ponging. We got a couple guests coming in. Maybe we'll see what's up. But crypto been such a big deal, a big what is it? A big trending topic, big buzz.
Especially this past month and a half.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Shit be going nutball. Trump getting office, shit running 103.
Yeah.
Bitcoin run to 103 of them hoes. Goddamn XRP running up 250. IMX running up $2. A lot of the coins, a lot of the altcoins, meme coins running up, get some steam behind us. So man, we said why not? Let's go up here and figure some shit out and talk about the coins. I'm in the stocks. I'm in the stocks a little bit more, but I understand that
Okay.
coins is around. I'm telling my story, man. The
You in the
old buddy
stocks
told
X?
me 75 cents. Yeah, I've been crushing the stocks and options. Appreciate you, old Wall Street Travel. Yeah, I've been getting buckets. Uh, but that's I've been telling my story. People got there, young boy. Oh man, my nigga Nemo from back in the day. My nigga Nemo, cuz Nemo was a hustler, but he was on some old shit back then when like it was like five dudes in a two-bedroom. But they was doing it like the Indian way. You know what I mean? Just a bunch of young niggas living, paying no rent, but they just everybody
Splitting
getting
it
money.
5 ways.
Yeah, everybody. He had a little
Oh
beam,
yeah,
he had a
yeah.
little BMW. They had little girls come through and all that. I was like, man, what you niggas doing? But I was there to do. I was there my mom dudes. You know what I mean? I ain't getting no motion. They
The
over there.
bachelor life.
Yeah, they living it up. We about the same age. You know what I mean? 23, 24 ish. And them niggas out there just chilling. You know what I
I
mean? And
know
he's
they
like,
rent.
man,
You been 5 people in one spot. What their rent
and
each
the
was
two
like
bed
two
and the
200.
rent both same. Yeah, the rent one was $700.
So they
You know what I
each
mean? Back
spending about a
then,
hundred and change.
bro. But
Yeah,
that's the mindset that a lot of niggas should have been on.
enough for
Cause
real. Even
like you,
families.
especially families, right? But even if you get a bunch of homies, y'all trying to save up, come up, stack up, and everybody got to have those 50,000, 60,000 jobs. A little $12, 13, $15 hour job. You know what I mean? Everybody $100 a month for rent, 100 for goddamn food, and 100 for any other miscellaneous shit for the crib. Bitch, you straight. You know what
No,
I
that's
mean?
facts.
Like
That's a fact.
you
That's
get
how
hella
it used
stack.
to be back in the day. Before
Yeah,
um, what's it called? They started mass marketing the American dream, so to speak. Every family break off, buy a house,
man,
kick the
man,
kids out the house at
man.
18, tell them to get
Yeah,
their own, which is there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But it's a ploy for the system, for the matrix, to make more
right.
money off of individuals as opposed to
Individualism. Yeah,
families thriving together. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Buddy was telling me, and Buddy was telling me Bitcoin, bro. He mentioned Bitcoin to me. That shit was 75 cents, bro. And I did a little bit of research on, looking into it, seeing what it was. He's like, but again, I'm at the Duke's crib. I ain't even got no. I barely had a job. I'm working there. I'm working at goddamn tropical smoothie probably. I ain't making no money.
I
Not
mean,
let
you
me
could have
see,
still spared like $20 if you
but more
if
for
you put twenty
sure,
dollars in there at 75
for
cents.
no for sure. but it was a whole bunch of it was a whole lot of what is this? It was a whole lot of man, I ain't got time for that. It's a whole lot of I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. And
It
then
was
it won't
brand new.
know
It was brand
it was
spanking new.
but and it won't know crypto.com or Coinbase to buy the shit. You had to buy the shit, put it somewhere. And this is back then when the ledger was, or you needed a hard wallet for real,
Mm-hmm.
right? I know you heard about the nigga who lost his goddamn password and shit. Why? Because the nigga had it so goddamn early, he had no centralized place to put that bitch. He finally got it back though. It cost him a M.
Did I heard it got
Yeah,
he had to go to a dump, his local dump, like that, like he was searching, like the Mount Trashmore, like the dump, and he was
yeah.
digging for that shit. So he found it out
I
of there.
went. Yeah, I can Google him. I'm gonna Google him right quick. I'm gonna see if anybody found
That's
his
crazy.
coins, but bro, just imagine you making, let's say we make 150 a year, right? But
Mm-hmm.
look, and but you got 10, 15
10,000
Bitcoin shit. So
bitcoins.
yeah, you got 100 Bitcoin just sitting away, but you'll be great looking for that shit, dog.
Nah, that's
Tell
about.
me you wouldn't.
Then there was another guy who forgot his password, and he had like 3 attempts. You heard about that? And then
Yeah,
he put 2 attempts, and then he only had 1 attempt left. I guess before it locked or it deleted or did something crazy. Um, and I forgot. I don't know if he got it or not. I think he did. He might have gotten back into it, but he had like limited password attempts left before it wiped or some stupid shit. But yeah,
bro.
it's
So the password dude saying goddamn bro Frank, he got it back though.
okay.
Uh, the password dude, they say he has 7,000 coins, my boy. He had a wallet. He forgot his password to a wallet containing 7,000 coins.
7,000 Bitcoin.
Yes,
No, that's crazy.
he mistakenly, and then somebody else mistakenly discarded a hard drive that held private keys to 8,000 coins.
Yeah. Well,
And
hopefully this again. This was early on. This was still brand new
yeah,
for a lot of people,
yeah,
especially those guys. We are what 15 years in I guess this crypto industry, right? Bitcoin came out in 2009. 15 years in, it's still a fucking baby. Like this whole industry is just like in its infancy. It's a teen right now. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So
Back then it was baby.
right, get educated on it. Learn the difference between hard wallet, cold wallet, software wallet, the keys, the passwords, the
Talk
two
about the
fa-
wallet right quick. Talk about the wallet right quick.
hardware
About
wallet. This is
yeah,
this is in my personal and professional opinion for any long-term holdings. If you want to hold crypto for long-term, you need one of these guys. This is I'm trying to get you to see it. This is a hardware Ledger Nano X or whatever. This is a brand new one.
you got one, or you can share your screen.
Oh yeah, no, it's right here. I'm trying to get it to focus in the camera.
Okay, I see, I see.
I don't know if you can see it. Look up. I think it's Ledger.com. I don't know. What's
Don't
the
you got
name?
a link?
I do got a link though. I'll
You
leave it in the
do got a
description.
link though.
It'll be in the description. I can't change it now. If you catch the replay, it'll be in the description. But yeah, Ledger. You get a hardware wallet, and what this basically does is you can buy crypto on it. There's an app. It's called Ledger Live. There's an app where you can buy crypto directly to your hardware wallet. Or if you're already on like an exchange like Coinbase, Kraken, Bitmart, Uphold, and you have crypto there, you can transfer it to your wallet. You know what I'm saying? There may be fees
uh,
associated. Coinbase is something else with the fees, especially when you're transferring off of their platform. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things.
so what's the wallet? The hard wallet just to transfer onto your wallet, or to just hold your actual locations? Your
The wallet is for your possession. Any crypto you put on the wallet on the it's in your possession. You have the keys. The keys are stored on the ledger on the actual
you got
hardware
the keys,
device.
keys, yeah.
So and it's all. This isn't a lot of times when people talk about keys, they get confused. They think it's something they got to do and they got to remember a string of
Right.
letters and numbers. No, it's in the background. You know what I'm saying? But the device has the keys to your addresses or to your bank accounts, so to speak, where your crypto is held. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, let's say you got 10 Bitcoin on a on the Bitcoin ledger, and you have your keys on your hardware wallet. Only you, it is yours. It's in your possession. You could send it out. You could bring Bitcoin in from other places. And let's say you got Bitcoin on Coinbase, Coinbase goes under, and there's plenty of stories you've heard of exchanges going under. They, for whatever reason, they're not managed right. They get hacked, whatever the case have you. If you have crypto and or stable coins and or any type of money on those platforms and they go under or something happens, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm
Right.
concerned, or as far as I know, those exchanges are not federally insured. Not like a bank, right? You have the FDIC for up to 250 for bank accounts. But when it comes to these exchanges, as far as I know, and if somebody out there knows, correct me, they're not insured. So if they go bust, you got shit up there, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So
So
yeah.
yeah. Also, what about getting hacked? Right? Niggas get a company get hacked every day, all day, left and right. At
Mm-hmm.
first, they was stealing social security numbers, stealing addresses, phone numbers, right,
Mm-hmm.
names, shit like that, and not even and they were just stealing it. Just they were using it, but they weren't stealing the
Identities.
big. Yeah, yeah, they weren't stealing identities for billionaires. They were just stealing your shit just to get a couple thousand, a couple $100, or you get a couple cars, probably scam you or spam you, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? It's a big deal because it's your privacy, right? And them other companies had to keep it safe and they got to protect you because you gave them access to your information.
Mm-hmm.
But now we talking about they gonna tap into the Coinbase or Uphold or
It's
to
a
their system
possibility.
and get access to all your money and then transfer that shit to a particular wallet that's untraceable,
Yeah,
right?
that's possible. It's unlikely for them to get hacked directly. It's much easier to hack a person, to scam a person, than to
Uh,
hack an exchange. The exchanges, they have millions of dollars. They're heavily invested in security. But I'm not. It's not. I'm not to say it's impossible. More than
right.
likely, an exchange will go bust because of mismanagement from the managers, the CEO, the C-suite. We
That's
had
right, Rich. Take a
FTX.
nigga whole life savings out this bitch.
Yeah, like there's
Especially if you believe in it.
criminality on that side, right? We've seen more of that than actual hacks. Now there are legitimate hacks. They're more complex to perform and conduct, but a person is probably gonna try to scam you before they try to hack an exchange. But it's not to say it's not
Right.
possible. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely difficult. But again, the only reason I have Coinbase accounts and Kraken and accounts on exchanges, but that's so if I want to make a sale, if I want to sell crypto, I send it from my ledger to the exchange and then cash out that way. That's the only way I know how to cash out, and I primarily use Coinbase. That's what most people use.
Okay.
Coinbase is already attached to my bank, and all that stuff. There might be other ways. I'm not sure of a way to cash out without all the fucking ridiculous fees. Coinbase is insatiable with their fucking fees. Like I don't know what percentage it is. It might be like 2%, 3%, 5%. But the
Right.
more money you cash out or you sell to
Mhm.
Coinbase and cash out, that fee is gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like 5 to 6%, maybe more. So let's say you want to cash out $1,000, you're probably gonna see 950. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the fees are up there. But I guess that's the cost of doing business. And again, we're all learning. If somebody knows another way to cash out crypto without spending so much on fees, or if there's another exchange that that doesn't really extort motherfuckers like Coinbase does, please let us know. I would love to
Mm.
know if there's an easier way to cash out than to get raped with Coinbase.
And that's on purpose too, right? Because they want you to keep your shit on their platform.
Yep.
Because they do like banks do. They use your coins to leverage or to invest against, right? And they give it. Of course, they're saying they're giving you can stake against your coins. Most of your coins you can stake against, but if they give you 4% with the other 96% going, right? With
Yeah,
the other
and they
96%
have
going,
overhead. Fair enough. They have overhead. They
yeah.
deal all the probably millions of transactions a day, and they have to have the coins on hand to sell to
Mm,
you and to buy back and all that. So I guess that makes sense, and I would assume the larger of an exchange you are, maybe the more fees you have to charge. Um, so I don't know. Maybe there's other exchanges out there that are not so huge. I hear there used to be something called Voyager. I thought they were decent. They were like a mobile only exchange, and then they kind of disappeared or something happened with
bro,
them.
they be sending me. Like I had some. Matter of fact, that's the example right there.
Mm-hmm.
I still got the app on my phone. I can't access it, right? Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
and Exodus, Voyager and Exodus, right? So Voyager, they went under, right? They had to file for bankruptcy, whatever. And
Crazy.
I had some change over there, coins. Um, so
You
they
cash
you
out?
send yeah, they cash you out, but it's more like I want my coins. I'd rather my coins be moved than my cash, right? So they been sending me $1.15 check, however much it is, in fiat. But it's like, where my stuff at? Like, why? It was all of a sudden too. It
Yeah,
was all of it was
and
it was
that's how it
pretty.
usually be. You know, if a company, if an exchange is going under, it is usually an abrupt thing like that. Like they're not, if they if they're having problems, you know what I'm saying, they keeping it secret for as long as they can, and then when that bubble bursts or they can't hold it in anymore, that's when it hits the news. Your account, you can't access your account. Your shit is gone. That's how mostly everybody finds out at the same time. There is no like warning or hey, we got
Mm.
another few days or a week. Like that shit just like it happens at a drop of a dime. You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
the other apps, like I said, I use Exodus. Try Exodus out, and most of these apps, or companies ain't got no customer service. Ain't anybody you can call, anybody you can talk to. You know what I mean? So when a glitch
Mm-hmm.
happens, I'm trying to move. I have some cash there. I'm trying to buy some coins, but it's telling me I need some ETH, right? Which is, understandable. But it's like I had enough ETH to move to buy some shit, and then it wasn't enough. And I'm like, dog, what up? So I ended up moving that cash to another. I ended up moving that cash to I think Coinbase, I think it was, or
Mm-hmm.
Uphold. I like Uphold a little bit because
Uphold,
I got
yeah.
myself over there. Yeah, so I moved it to Uphold.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
You, it's the computer
Yo,
What up,
yo,
brother?
man.
yo.
What's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man.
What's new? What's new out there in Maryland? What's going on, computer man?
Man, we got a learning center that we just locked in on in I would say like June,
Mm-hmm.
which we've been teaching stock classes out of it.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
So once a month we've been hosting a free stock class, just kind of getting people's feet wet with learning, basic chart reading, like just learning the things that they really need to know. As far as if they want to get into the investment world, because I've taken a lot of the classes
Right.
that's out here. Um, and
They
it's a
be
lot,
right.
a lot of missing pieces in these classes. You know what I mean? Like
It be like that.
you pay for a class and you'll get something from this class, you'll get something from that class, but it's always this class didn't tell you about this, and this class didn't tell you about that. And I feel like because I've been able to invest in these classes, I could put all these pieces together and give people the full pie versus a slice.
Right. No, that's dope. That's
Because a
great.
lot of these cats, they give you a slice and then they want to sell you another slice later and another slice later, but they're not
Yeah,
giving up.
the advanced class. Like, all
Yeah,
right, we took you this point. We took you this far. Now, if you want this, we gotta sell you this.
yeah. If you
King is
want
in
this,
stocks. I don't mess with stocks no more.
it's another
Hey, bro. Hey,
59.99.
yeah, me and Computer Man had a combo in the chat, and goddamn, he put me on old buddy. What's the buddy your name?
Chris saying,
Yeah, Christian. I've been watching his video. He drop a little short jank on YouTube. I ain't joined the community yet, but I've been rocking. Like I said, I've been rocking with Trap, Wall Street Trap. I'm up. Like I said, I'm up 200% on the Google Play. I'm up 200% on the Walmart Jammy.
That's
I
dope.
was up 180 on the goddamn TMS
so
Play.
so did Trap give out the Walmart? Because I ain't heard nobody talking about Walmart.
Nah. But
I
I
gave
only
out the Walmart.
did you.
I be giving it out. I know I'm out of all the people I be hearing online talking about what the
Nobody say Walmart.
I ain't never heard nobody say Walmart, but I've been saying Walmart since I would say halfway through the year.
I
Why
only
not?
picked up Walmart. I was on TikTok and some dude he was like put on Walmart and it was like at $60. He was like going to 50, and I was like, bro, I don't know, Walmart pretty steady. And so what I was watching, I was like, bro, I lost my whole little $200 in this put. But Walmart hit the 60, the 70, the 80. I think
Man,
when I
we
was at
at
like
90.
72,
We at
it's
90,
not.
yeah.
I bought that $85 call for January for like $300. That boy ran up to 200%. I said, oh, and so I bought the 85 and the 90 at around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them brand up. I sold my 85 jank. I let my 900 run, my 90 run, and I went back and bought 105 and 110 jank, and they up 50% already. I'm like, damn, Walmart moved. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Nah, Walmart been a steady. So like I've been studying Walmart because they did a stock split earlier this year.
uh huh,
But Walmart was actually at 500, I think. They had a 10-1 split. And when they did the 10-1, that's when they was around like $50. And
hmm,
I've been watching the joint because throughout like all the events that happened throughout the year, from like the wars to like
Mm-hmm.
just little small little pop-up things that was killing other stocks. It wasn't hurting, it wasn't even affecting Walmart at all. So that's
yeah,
when I was like, yo, this one of them joints you gotta have
yeah,
because when the economy looks bad, Walmart is still gonna be
Walmart.
thriving. Yeah, like because
People still need them
when
groceries.
when the economy like when COVID hit, economy was stimulated, right?
Mm.
Uh,
So niggas was shopping at Target
yeah.
all
Sorry, Jack.
Talk
day.
shade.
Yeah.
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 But then when that COVID money and that stimmy money ran out, their ass was back at Walmart.
For
That's
Walmart.
sure.
great. Let me ask you: are y'all doing stocks for long term or y'all doing short term day trading? What's y'all go with that?
I do both.
Okay.
See,
Yeah, I
I'm
do
over
both.
longer. Yeah, the only short play I got is SoFi, and I got a SoFi Jamie, and that it ain't looking. It's looking kind of shaky, looking like Rocket Balboa in the six. Uh, but yeah, I like the longer ones. They just I
The
don't know
long
what
tail.
I ain't got too deep in the boy Chris stuff yet, but because he do a lot of short ones, right?
So what Chris does is he do long and short, but the SPY allows you to do the short,
Hmm.
super short, because SPY allows you to trade 1-day contracts or 0-day expiration contracts, whereas a lot of other stocks don't allow that. You gonna do weekly expirations or like some of these small cap joints will, man, you gotta get it 30 days, 90 days, but they so cheap you
Right.
could buy those contracts. But so he teaches the SPY because he's focused on levels. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like key levels, watching levels, watching trends.
The
And
chart.
once you find those levels, if you watching the SPY, which tracks the top 500 companies, because that's the S&P 500, then you'll actually know what's going on with your other stocks. Like when you look at the chart, some days you'll look and be like, damn, that should look the same. Like
Mm.
the
Hmm.
same movement, like the same pattern, because it's tracking the top 500 stocks. And just like they say, you know how like if Nvidia having a bad day, all the other semiconductors gonna be down probably.
Right.
That's the same thing with the spies. Like if the SPY is having a good day, then most of the S&P 500 stocks inside of that sector is going to be, or that index is going to be moving. So the reason why I like it is because I don't got to watch 15 stocks. I
Hmm.
could just watch the SPY and I'll know like, oh shit, SPY dropping. Let me go check on my this this play I got that I ain't got but like a week expiration and see if I need to hurry up and get out of this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
What's the
so
Is there a class or something y'all want to shout them out? Is it like a class or a website that y'all talk about?
so the guy we talking about, his name's Chris Sane. He's on
Right.
YouTube, and as far as I know, I don't think he got a class. He has a Discord
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
that you could be a part of, and then if you want to take it further with him, he got what's called like the money team, where you could pay like 250 a week, and outside of the plays he giving in the Discord, you get more exclusive plays in the money team group.
Also,
Hmm.
he tell you the plays that he's doing that he be
So in the
doing.
Right.
Discord, basically what he's doing is he giving out two, like, because one thing I learned, and that's why I like homie. Everybody else, man, they give you so many different stocks to watch. It's almost like you get into a chase mode.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll be like Eli Lilly, and you like, damn, I missed that one. That motherfucker $700-800.
Yeah,
Now,
$1,000.
so like when they start throwing all these names around, you start trying to chase your way into them. Whereas with Chris, he only wants you to learn behaviors of your one or two stocks.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, he's like, yo, track the S&P because that's top 500. So if you can learn the behaviors of the S&P, you kind of can apply the same information to some of the stocks in the S&P. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So he rocks with the S&P heavy, and then he rocks with Tesla heavy because Tesla is what made him a millionaire.
yeah.
Oh, he got in early. He was an early bird
No,
with
not
Tesla.
even that. He learned the behavior. So like one thing I learned from him is the behavior patterns of Tesla. Like all stocks don't have a $10 range in
That's
a
that's
day,
the one. He said Tesla gonna have a $10 up and down every day, and
every
he ain't lied
single
since.
day. Yeah, 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 yeah. So like learning the behavior patterns of that and a $10 move in options is, man, that's like 100% return on a contract.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like a
Facts.
$10 move, you gonna get 100% return. So if you bought a $2,500 contract, you could literally make that 2,500 in one day just off Tesla.
right,
Now, I don't know if you've been peeping what Tesla done since the election, but
going nuts.
Tesla is up $200.
Yeah, it said it
So
was on
imagine
420 today.
So
Yeah,
imagine if you had a contract that expired 3 months from November,
right.
and that bitch is up $200.
Boom.
Man, you up about 18,000% on a
Yeah,
option contract. So
yeah.
like I did the math, right? This gonna mess y'all up. Get your calculators out for this,
What's up?
right?
I got it. I got it.
So the way Chris move is when he buy contracts, he's not buying no less than 100 contracts,
That's
right?
another one too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you talking he heavy in. So on
Mm-hmm.
average, 100 contracts on most stocks, you looking at like 50 bands.
Mm.
Right.
So
But
Okay.
you got your calculator out, you put the 50 bands in there, right? And then you say, man, he held that contract and now it's up 1,800%.
1,800.
1,800%.
he ain't
50
lying.
grand times 1,800.
That's like 100. That's
Oh, let me
like that,
see.
man.
I'm
You
about
you
to bust a calculator right here.
you talking like
That's 900,000.
900,000. That's $1 million. So what I'm
Wow.
saying is Tesla Tesla
Yo.
makes millionaire. Like if you had 50 racks sitting in your 401k right before the election, and you was like, yo, I'm throwing this all on Tesla because I know Elon's lined up with Donnie,
Mm-hmm.
right? I know Elon lined up with Donnie. Elon has not only the robotics thing going on, but he has the Starlight thing going on. And then
SpaceX, yeah.
and then he got, you know what I'm saying? He got the car thing, and then the whole autonomous driving thing is only legal in one state.
What now?
The whole autonomous, like your car can drive on its own. You don't gotta even be sitting in the front seat.
That was at Cali,
I
right?
thought that. So
Yeah,
so it ain't.
Cali the only state that's rocking with it to allow him to practice what he's doing on people. Like, you know what
Just
I'm saying? Like
imagine.
Test
no other
dummies.
states, like, yo, you can come to our state and just we'll let our Marylanders, we'll let our Virginianers and our
Let's
Marylanders
go
drive these shit.
risk our pedestrians and our
Yeah,
civilians
yeah.
for you
Like
people.
we'll take that risk on you because we believe in you. So Cali the only state, but with Donnie in office, and that's your man, and he
Oh
putting
yeah.
you in a cabinet seat, we can get other states.
They
Man,
about to
I feel
they
like
gonna hit $1,000 again.
we need a whole stock class or a stock talk.
Nah, yeah, yeah. We're
'Cause
gonna we're gonna get back to the crypto in a second, but like so he used Chris, I use Trap. I use Wall Street Trapper, right? And so like I said, Trap, he all about the long option, the leap plays. And so that's why I just learned first that, right? And for me, it was just like understanding that he shows a little formula. You know, you find their 10-year average return, annual return, and you be modest, you divide that bad boy in half, and you whatever the stock that price is now, you add that up. And so let's say when I got the Walmart Jamie, it was probably $72. So 72 divided by 10%, right? So that shit was $85. I'm like, boom, let me get the $85 call. And so, not even thinking about, how far out it is, right? Because I sold my contract and I still have 400 days left in that hole, right? I still have 400 days left. And like, even with TMS, and you just teach it, everybody got a different way of teaching, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, with
Mhm.
Trap, he said, don't be greedy. When you up 100%, take out and reposition. I let
Yes.
I let TMS run up to 175% and run all the way back down to -8 on my head. I said, boy, what you doing? And then it ran back up to a 50%. So I said, all right, let me get out of here. Cause
Yeah.
I don't
Nah,
learn my lesson from that.
see, that's the thing with options is like there's no right or wrong way
Right.
to play the game. And that's one reason why I like Chris is because his whole thing is see profit, take profit. So
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah.
the only right way to do it is when you see the money, take the money
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like right now, I'm in an Nvidia play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the damn Chinese or something, they blocking the semiconductor space right now, which is holding my whole contract down when I was up like 12, 15, 16%, but it just that didn't set right with me for
Yeah,
Nvidia. You
yeah.
know
I
what I'm
need a
saying? I'm
mo.
like,
I need a mo.
this Nvidia, like I could have took that 15%. It was good because I had three contracts
Oh, yeah,
and
he's up.
15% of those three contracts, them contracts were like $1,000 contracts. So that's
Mm-hmm.
3,000 with 15%. So it wasn't no chump change, but I was expecting to turn
Yeah.
that three into six. You know what I'm
Turn
saying?
that
Not
bitch up. Yeah.
turn 3,000 into 3,300. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'd be
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, all of the stock stuff and the crypto stuff can
Mm-hmm.
tie together, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
So,
saying? Because the tactics that I learned in stocks, I learned you can't play crypto the same way.
Not at all.
mm-hmm.
Crypto's fast. Crypto's
Yeah,
real
it's
fast.
too
Crypto will
fast.
eat your
So
ass, pause,
so all that in
chew
and
your ass
out,
out.
all that in and out, jumping in and out, you can't do that with crypto. I mean, you can if you want to, but when it's in a bull market, it don't make sense. When you're not in a bull market, you can do it because little crypto's gonna have a pop moments
Mm-hmm.
All
where they
coins.
gonna run. Yeah, they might run a 30% day or something like that. Not even in a bull market, and you can play them if you know
You
which
gotta
one.
be on it. You gotta be on the inside though. A lot of that stuff
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
insiders, the developers, the project managers. Like they'll create a token, they'll get their people involved, and a lot of that pumping is just people that know. You know what I'm saying? You can get lucky and get in on something. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, I lost a lot of money on
Yeah, it's a lot of
altcoins.
people that know. Yeah, like right now, I'm in the green with most of my coins, but I really took a hit with Ape.
Okay.
Man, I bought into that NFT whole
You bought
Ape.
some Ape NFTs a couple years
Man,
ago?
got it at like $9. Man, that shit at like $1 right now. So I'm down like 80, 90%, bro. And
To the box.
even during the little run up moment we having right now, I'm still now 80%.
Damn.
So
Yeah, I made
yeah,
some NFTs myself and tried to sell them joints. They ain't move. By the time I
Man.
got it, it was too late. It was oversaturated. Everybody was making, just putting
yeah.
out pictures, variations, 10,000, boom, boom, just drop
I,
10,000
I
images,
think
mint them.
think that
It's
NFT
crazy.
space is gonna be more beneficial with
In
the
the future.
yeah, with the meta. Like when that virtual reality world and that meta space really get popular and entrenched with everybody in it,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I think it's gonna be more popular, right? Because them things don't mean nothing now. You can't change it to different games. You can't
It's not
really
as
So
put it on
lit.
your
so
wrist. Real.
they ruined the space because they kind of locked it in with art and art only when it can be used for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the art was kind of dumb. Like once you start looking at it, it's like niggas paying 300,000 for a JPEG. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Screenshot
about
that
to
shit off the
screenshot.
street.
Yeah.
But they
like
try to
yo,
hype it up though. It was hype. It was like you know what did it when celebrities started buying them. Jay Z started getting some. Snoop Dogg started getting some, and they
mhm.
threw in their little
Yeah, they
few
don't know
hundred
nothing.
thousand dollars. that's that. I think that I don't know. I mean, I feel like that was intentional. You know, somebody said, "Hey, let me just get a celebrity to endorse it and talk about it," and it blew up from there. Yeah, Jake Paul putting out projects, clearing house, selling all his shit, and then you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's just hype. It's just hype. But there are other applications for those. You know what I'm saying? So it might have been too early for metaverse and NFTs. You know, a couple
No,
years
I
ago.
think NFTs is
Super early.
really gonna have its moment probably like the 2030 era when
Mhm.
more people like because see crypto is a thing you gotta understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Right.
lot of people got money in it, but don't know really understand. They just like, man, I
Gambling.
make money. Yeah. But to actually use these utilities, you got to understand why they exist. And then that's the main thing is most people don't even understand why they exist. Like people don't even know the purpose of Bitcoin. And that's one of the things I teach in the stock class. Is like in order, like the whole reason I started the stock class was to show people a better route. So I'm
Mhm.
like, yo, the reason why I started investing wasn't really to get rich. It
Mm-hmm.
was to kind of keep up with inflation.
Right.
So like
Saving
if
in it. Saving in it. Putting
yeah,
your
yeah. So if
man.
like the value of the dollar is going down, I might as well put my dollar where the people who got more dollars are making more dollars and I can make dollars off of their dollars. So that's the whole reason why I started investing. And then I understood crypto was to stop inflation. You know what I'm saying? Like not to beat it, but to end it. You know what I'm saying? Like to end the whole monetary system of being able to inflate a currency.
And also take
Right.
control from the powers that be, like you know, with the whole
Yeah.
decentralized, you know, concept and narrative. Because you know, when it comes to the central banks, they own the shit. They print the money. They own the systems. They manipulate. They corrupt. We know this. You know what I'm saying? They own everything, so they can do whatever they want to it and make it unfair for everybody else. Crypto was supposed to solve that problem of the centralization of the monetary system. And I
Yeah.
think you know, and then depending who you talk to, what you're talking about, Ethereum is a perfect case where, you know, they claim decentralization and all that, but they're really owned by the bankers and the same people. Like they really try to push Ethereum out in the forefront and say, hey guys, make sure. Oh, it's like, hey guys, we got Ethereum, but it was more decentralized. It was controlled by the same people. You know what I'm saying? So there are solutions. Like I think XRP is a huge one where it is truly decentralized and it is seemingly going to take over the financial system in a huge way, but it's going to make it more fair, you know, playing ground for everybody as opposed to these 1% up here own everything. They could create everything. They could print anything, and then you know everybody else gets fucked. You know what I'm saying? So
What
hopefully
you
that's
think
the future
about
of it.
this though? The 1% still can manipulate it in some sense because they can like so one thing I noticed
Buy it
was
all.
they can buy it all, but they can create moments and opportunities to buy it based off
Doge.
of information that's put out and like because when you can control the media, then you know what I'm saying that's a whole nother level of power that
You own the
regular
narratives. Yeah.
yeah. So you could create a oh, Iran or Iraq, or oh, we're not taking imports here, and people get all you gotta do is create fear,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and people start pulling money out of things. You know what I'm saying? They want to stock hold on money, so they can create those moments, and that's the whole thing is not letting people. What they say, don't let nobody trick you out your spot.
Mm-hmm.
And dope.
And
They'll
that's
do
the
it to you.
problem. That's
Yep.
the problem I've noticed in our community is like soon as soon as Bitcoin go down a significant amount, which it can do, like it just went down recently. Like it was at 103 and it went to 94. That's $10,000. So
Panic.
if you really just bought something that week, you like, oh fuck, and you get out. And then the next week it's at 120. And now you're like,
Yeah.
I got out. And now you're discouraged. You don't even want to get back in. You're like done with the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
I learned that 2017 and to 2018 that happened to me with Bitcoin. I don't know if y'all remember in 2017, the end of 2017, Bitcoin was at
20,000.
getting all time high. It hit
Like
like
yesterday, Frank.
bro, I tell you what, it hit 20,000 And then the new year hit, 2018. It was like first week of January. That shit cut in half, straight back down to 10. And I was in. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
about 3 months later, we was at about 5 to 7.
yeah,
About 3 months later, we was at 3,000. I remember because I
yeah.
had I turned $2,000 into 20,000 that year
No, that's
and
crazy.
Hey,
watched
Not
it.
me.
I got out when I got to 8,000. When it came back, when it started, bro, I had literally turned 2,000 at 20. And then it started coming down. And I was like, all right, I'm still in. I was like, yo, I'm like,
You
bro,
still up?
I got
Right.
2,000. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm in for the long haul. And then my wife, we was trying to buy a house and she was putting a lot of pressure on me to like put some more money into things, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just pull this 8,000 out of here
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
while it's eight and not, you know what I'm saying,
Five
two or three
dollars.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So I
but now I had
yeah, wifey.
that happened to me. That happened to me. I got turned off to crypto and all crypto in general at the beginning of 2018, and I ain't touch it for another 2 to 3 years. I just started messing with crypto back 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of those people. I got in, everything was looking great. It was to the moon. When that shit came down, cut in half, I looked at my balances, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Your heart can't take it.
Nah, I mean, and that was my first time really messing with it, and I didn't
Yeah,
understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even mess with stocks at that point. You know what I'm saying? I had a
but
little bit of stocks here, but I never
that's the
had
name of the
enough
game,
money
though.
for stocks to see an increase like that. You know, when you put your little $10 or $100 in the stock, it usually stays there. You know, it's moving
see that's
sideways or it's going
that's
down.
the that's the problem though.
Yeah,
Right.
what's
You
up?
gotta keep putting the money in.
Yeah.
Hey,
Crypto is fast though.
that
Nah,
so
so that's the thing. So like, all right, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of my class, right?
Let's do it.
So pretty much the first day of my class, like one, all right, so I do a free class, but the free class is to sell the paid class. We
Mm-hmm.
already, you know what I'm saying? So the free information I give out is like, all right, let's see who is really serious and want to like get more information or want to like have somebody
Right.
mentoring or coaching them. So ironically, most people that take the free class end up getting the coaching, right?
Dope. Dope.
So on day one of the coaching, my is to set up goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in getting a coach if the coach ain't got a roadmap set out for you as to when we finish a certain period of this coaching, we need to be able to look back at these goals we set on day one and see where we got, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the very first thing I have people do with stocks, because crypto is very easy to do this, is we want to acquire 10 shares. So first what we do is we're gonna pick our top 5 stocks and our top 5 cryptos. So that's the research they got to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to do their own research. I will give them what I have, but I'm not telling you that's what you should have, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might can find something better. Um, but find your top 5 stocks, your top 5 cryptos. They find those. We go over that with them because some of them might pick a bad one, and I'll show them why this ain't a good one,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll find another one. Once we got the top 5 and 5, now the goal for the stock side is we want to get at least 10 shares of everything that's on our top 5.
Dope.
Now in crypto, that's easy because
easy
some of
money.
that
Yeah,
shit ain't even a penny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, getting 10 like you, that's when you so I don't really work with goals on the crypto side, but with the stock side, it's like, yo, let's get 10 shares. Once you got your 10, we bump that goal up to 100.
Ooh.
mm-hmm.
On each
And
of the five.
everybody's like, why do I need 100 though if I'm already in? I'm like, because my mindset, the way my logic works is, yo, you got 100 shares every time it move $1, you're
Right,
passively making $100.
Right. It's
right,
the
And if
units.
we got a Tesla on our hands that's
right.
moving $10, and then since the
A day.
election, it's been doing a $20 range. Man, you talking 200, you know what I'm saying? You talking
200 times. Yeah.
yes. So you talking like $2,000, $1,000 a day passively.
Mm-hmm.
Who's making that type of money?
Right. But
Right.
but is it? But at that point though, do you pull the profit, or do you get to that point where you teach
So
them like when to
so
pull out?
I do tell them like, look, is I definitely recommend pulling profit, but not too early. I'm like my man, right? I'm like, yo, wait till we get to 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we in the long game. So if it take 5 years to get to 100%, it's not like we got a contract that's about to expire on us and we're gonna lose it all. But wait till we get to 100% because you'll get in something like a Palantir and
Mm-hmm.
that thing will run, and you'll wish you probably didn't take nothing.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's the
saying? Like I got
timing is a huge thing though. Like timing, even with crypto and stocks, timing is a science. You know
but
what I'm
let's
saying?
think of it like this, because we got and it's funny because Trap posted this. I don't know if y'all listened to Trap yesterday,
What do you
Mm-mm.
but
say?
I took a screenshot of this because the crypto and the stock debate is crazy, right? Like you got cryptos that'll run up 300, 400%, but it's stocks doing the same thing now in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
Top,
they.
he
Oh,
was on top of
what?
Tuesday with it. Yeah.
yeah. He posted it. Nvidia up 174 this year, 174%.
Right.
Bitcoin's not up 174% this year.
Right.
It's up
Yeah.
So
He
like
was
why is that?
comparing.
Because stock didn't usually do. Stock was so slow. Stock would be like a
No,
stock,
twenty
that's not
year
true.
investment.
That's
stocks
not true
was
though.
slow, but
Yeah.
for some reason, if you know how to find them,
Right.
like
Because
Palantir,
it's so no, it's still
Palantir is up 321%
crazy,
this year.
bro. So it used to be that way. I would say like the past 10 years, maybe 10, 15 years, right? Because like you can look at Disney. Disney in the COVID was what, $90. That shit $400,
That man, Netflix was $200 in COVID.
bro. Meta, Meta was $80 or something. You know what I mean? That shit damn near 700 again. Them shits be, but they kind of,
They get
I
their
don't,
moments where they might not do nothing, but it's the same with
yeah,
crypto. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same with
yeah.
crypto though.
It's like, what do you
Crypto,
say?
like
Time is everything.
this is why I like stocks. I like both, right? And that's why I do both, is because stocks, you might have a 2 year cycle, whereas crypto, you might have a 4 year cycle.
It's a 4 year cycle.
The only difference though is with the 4 year cycle, if you're smart, you're building up your equity.
So you're
So
Mhm.
you're
buying.
not, yeah, you're buying and they give you plenty of time. And then when the run come, it's gonna be 100, a guarantee 100 or more,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
The
So
more
that's what I love
units, the
about
more
crypto.
money. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto can be fast, but it could also drop fast because then you got the rug pulls. If you messing with meme coins and all coins, you know what I'm saying. I know y'all seen about with the Haktua girl, what she did like last week or 2 weeks
I knew,
ago.
yeah, but y'all knew better to touch that. Y'all knew better to touch that. So like them people who bought
They
those kind of
don't
coins,
though. A lot of people don't because they gamblers
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
and they
when
know
you see
that
something like that,
these
when you
type of
see something like
like
that, when you see her do what her, you ain't got no business being in there. You ain't got no business. She ain't got no validity. She ain't got no company. She just came through on a hop through on that thing, and then she just been around.
but
You
Podcast.
know what I mean?
hello, what's the dude name? Kitty, roaring Kitty.
Yeah.
He got rich off of memes, and he ain't the only one, but he's the main face for
Uh-huh.
like the meme getting rich but a lot of people got rich off the memes. So and you know, people like easy over hard. So, you know, the hard way to go is to try to accumulate Bitcoin. That's the hardest route.
That's a bar.
That's the hard route, right? But it's
To even
actually,
get one, yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, but it's actually obtainable because if you pick the right coins, you could throw 30,000 in the market right now in crypto and turn it into 90, 100, and then convert that into a Bitcoin. But that's not the easy route.
Right.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. No,
Yeah,
that's
people like the
fire.
easy route. So they want to just like, man, the easy route is, man, I'm gonna take $1,000 and throw it on Doge. I'm gonna wait 10 years and I'm gonna have $1 million. That's the easy route. That's what everybody wants to happen. They don't want the I'm gonna continuously invest in what I believe in.
What would you so what you got? What are your coins, your top 3 coins and top 3 stocks?
Man, don't get me
Again, this is not financial advice, everybody. We just talking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, all
You
that.
know what I'm saying? We just going through the motions.
so number one for me is Solana, right?
So like, okay.
Because of the money I made off of it already, right?
Mm-hmm.
I caught it at $50.
It's at
So
like
Ooh.
2 something now, ain't it?
yeah, it's at two something. So you see the percentage there, and I had a nice bag in it because, like I said, crypto was quiet for so long. I was able to just keep buying it,
Mm-hmm.
off the, you know what I'm saying, at the $50 route. So I ate real good off that. Bitcoin is always going to be that because I always look at Bitcoin like the god of crypto. Like
It
if
was
it wasn't
first.
a Bitcoin, there would be no other coins.
It was
You
the
know what I'm saying?
granddaddy. Yeah, it was the first
Yeah,
one.
so it's the god of crypto. Like if there was no God, there would be no Jesus or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
No
so
man in his image. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, like so it's the same thing. And I feel like, damn,
Oh,
my
you
dog
good?
scared the hell out of me.
You got ghosts
He
over there?
must see something in the backyard. I think he saw something in the backyard because he tripping.
Oh, he's barking.
Like my lights went off in the backyard, so he reacting to that. I might just let him out the cage real quick.
Oh, he's straight.
Pretty good. But no, Frank, what you were saying about timing though, like that's one thing I be telling people like to get in investing, like don't
Facts.
worry about just get in the habit. Get in the habit of just putting your money up. Get in the habit of just putting a couple dollars here, saving your money, or putting it
Consistently.
into a brokerage account. Yeah, get in the habit of doing that because, and then while you're doing that, you can be in a study mode, right? You can be looking at your
What's it
stocks,
called?
or looking at your crypto, and so when it's time for you to buy, you'll be ready. You'll have money, set aside for the go in, right? Instead of just panicking and worrying about, oh, it's too high now, it's too high then, right? If you put
Mm-hmm.
your money aside and get in the habit of putting your $20 here, your $15 here, every week or every other week, you know what I mean? You'll have 150, $200 to go crazy and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I think it's called dollar cost average. Dollar cost averaging. I think that's
But
the
not
the
even
the
that
tactic.
is it, but not even that. I'm just talking about just having some money in the brokerage account. So when you're ready to pull the trigger, you know what I mean, you'll be able to pull the trigger. And
Yeah.
then you'll be able to dollar cost average because you'll know when you got in, you'll know the price that you like, right? And then, when it run up, you'll be able to pull out or whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
So
that's
we
that's
should
the name
probably
of the
talk
game.
about like for people that's watching and don't know like because we talked to Echo earlier today. Shout out Echo the
Yeah,
Truth. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We got a podcast episode 98 coming out in a couple of weeks with Echo.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, he's a like super XRP social influencer. But for people that don't know, like if you're watching and you don't know how to get started, I feel like there's levels. You know what I'm saying? Again, I recommend getting a ledger. I'll put the link in the description. You can click on that, buy a ledger. There's a different various designs. You can go the cheap route. It's fine. You just need to hold your crypto. But to get started today, let's say you don't have the ledger. Coinbase is relatively easy to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Go on
Right,
Coinbase.com, create an account. You may have to prove your identity. You may have to upload an ID or something or whatever. It's for tax purposes. They got to know who they're selling to. It's just the name of the
right,
game. You know what I'm saying? Coinbase is legit. There's a handful of other ones. Kraken, Bitmark, Uphold. There's so many exchanges. You know what I'm saying? So you can do your research on that and find your exchange. But if you get on an exchange, you essentially sign up, create an account, get yourself in there, connect a bank account, connect a debit card, it,
right,
put some money or deposit some money, and then from there you could buy your coins. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do your own research
yeah,
on your coins. So it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? But people may not know. Like you hear about it all the time in the news. Everybody's talking about crypto this, crypto that, and then they don't even know where to begin. I would suggest Coinbase.com, but again, buy a ledger if you want to hold for the long term. So that way, if it's not on the exchange, you're not enticed to sell, buy, sell, and do all that stuff. Especially if you want to just hold long term. Put that shit on a wallet, put that shit in a safe somewhere, lock it away. Get 100 XRP, put it away, and don't touch that shit for 5 years.
Yeah.
Trust me, you're gonna be straight. You know what I
Don't
mean?
touch it for 10 if you can. But
No facts.
like for real, like Bitcoin is the way I explain it is like it's like gold. It's like store value. So it's like it's not something you want to be trading, getting in and out of it. Like I
Yeah,
know cats
it's too
that do it.
exhausting for that shit.
Yeah, it's too much work. Um, but it's something that you want to hold on to and guarantee every 4 years you'll see at least a 400%, at least a
hmm
200 to 400% run up in your bread.
Yeah, look at the past 10 years. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like 10 years ago, I think Bitcoin was at less than $100. It might have been like $10 or $50 or whatever. And within 15 years, right? So it came out in '09. We in 2024. In just 15 years time frame, you 100K. That's unheard of in any stock that I know of that I'm
Mhm.
aware of in history.
Any asset class, matter of fact,
Yeah,
size of business.
15 year 100K from 0 to 100K in 15 years. And then imagine back then if you got in and you had like a million Bitcoin and you held whatever diamond hands and you was able to hold for 15 years and you cash out now at 100K a pop, you know what I'm saying? Like it's insane.
Yeah, it's up 96,000%.
That's
That shit
crazy.
don't even sound real.
96,000%. That's
And
crazy.
we talked to Echo, and he's been in the game for a while, and he feels like he says, big we could see $1 million Bitcoin.
$1 million coin, yeah.
I've heard 10 million. I've heard a lot. I try not to get caught up in the numbers because I feel like anytime you set a number like that, once we get to it, it's almost like you're telling yourself that this is the
Time
end
to
of the
go.
road.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I try not to get caught up in the numbers. Plus, a lot of people, what they got to realize is inflation is what's making Bitcoin get to where
Hmm.
it's at.
That point.
So when they're like, yo, how do y'all get these ideas? Well, as long as inflation keep going up, the dollar ain't what it is, and that's what we're comparing it to.
No,
Hmm.
that's huge. I'm glad you said that because we was talking about that on the housing. You know what I'm saying? We bought a house 4 years ago. That shit basically doubled in 4 years. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. How you say the housing market's doing well? Okay, that's a one perspective, or you could look at it as that's how weak the dollar is right now.
Yeah, that's how
Where
weak the dollar. That's what people don't really. I think that's what the average person don't grasp is the value of what we're living in, and that's the dollars. Like we live off of dollars. So like, because I told somebody this the other day, I was like, "Yo, Elon Musk is gonna be the first world trillionaire," and they was
he's
like,
on his way to it, yeah.
"Well, what makes you think that?" I'm like, "Well, remember back in the day when you met somebody and they were worth like 1 million, and it was like a big deal."
Right. It's a
Nowadays,
million of them niggas.
you're sitting in Starbucks with a millionaire right now and don't even
Right.
like that's
Right.
salaries nowadays for some folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the
100K used to be the salary goal for most people. Like, yo,
Just,
if you was
yeah,
six
get to
figures,
go.
you was good.
now that's like minimum wage
That's
almost.
middle class, yeah.
Yeah, that's middle class. Like you're if you got 100K, you're still in the middle class. But back in the day, it was like, man, you was making 100K a year. You was
You that
up in
nigga.
the upper
You was
class.
that
Like,
nigga.
yeah, you're in another tax bracket. Like, oh, my tax bracket is different. No, you're in the middle class tax bracket at 100K.
Right. It's
So,
explosions.
so that's what people gotta understand is the inflation is what's going to make the Bitcoin worth $1 billion in 10 years or $1 million in the next 10 years because $1 million ain't gonna be $1 million in the next 10 years. It's gonna be like a hundred.
No. That'll be the new fucking six-figure salary.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna be
how
the
much you make a
new
year? I make 1 million. Oh, that sounds
billion.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay, don't matter.
just like I think I heard EYL saying this. They was like, "Yo, Kevin Garnett was the first NBA player to get a 100,000, like $100 million contract.
Yeah. They
Now all of
throwing
them got $100 million contract.
throwing
Like
them shits out like paper.
that's a regular thing now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all these contracts you hear in the NFL and the NBA, when you like, dang, we never. Every year they like, yo, this guy's the highest paid quarterback. Why? Because the inflation is what's driving the dollar up. So
And people don't think about it. So like back to this house, like I said, like if we were in the market today for this type of house, the money we probably be priced out, But I mean, 4 years ago we were decent, we were good, we was able to get it, no problem. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? That's a lot of people don't think about that, but it's crazy how the dollar is just getting weaker every year,
I
every
never
5 years,
thought
every decade.
I never thought a American car, just a regular ass American car, not regular ass, but like a nice American car would be $100,000.
That's how about.
You know
That
what I'm saying? But if you want to go get a Tahoe, like the new Tahoe, or even an Escalade or something like that, back in the day, bro, 30 racks, you can walk out the lot with a
we
brand new
I saw a
truck.
Yeah.
movie the
Oh,
other night from 1990, and it was talking about a Beamer, a nice 385 or whatever, for like 25, 30,000, and
Yeah.
that
that's
that
a
was supposed to
joke.
be luxury in the 90s.
That's an old
Yeah.
Honda bit. And even y'all talking big assets, cars and houses. I got a family. I got 5 people in the crib, nigga. My grocery bill went from I go to the grocery store twice a week. It went from $65 to 120 every time I'm in that bitch. I'm like, damn, that shit
Oh
looking.
yeah,
You know, and I'm buying the same shit: egg,
Mhm.
yeah.
butter, bread, meat,
So
fries.
y'all know the report that came out today, right?
What's up? Nah.
So that's another thing I be teaching is these are catalysts for the market. So the reason why some stocks went up and crypto went up today is because CPI came out, which is Consumer Price Index.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And it actually showed that inflation was going back up because right now the Feds base their decisions on cutting interest rates off of CPI, PPI, unemployment, payrolls, like what ADP reports is for like how many people filed for unemployment last month versus
Right.
this month. So they're juxtaposing all of these reports every month. So they looking at last month versus this month. How many people filed for unemployment? How many people reported the cost of goods going up as far as gas and food? And so they analyze these joints, and that's how they see is inflation coming down. If inflation look like it's coming down, then we'll bring the interest rates down.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yeah.
whole reason why they jacked the interest rates up was because the housing market went crazy, and it was so many people trying to buy houses.
Yep.
People was letting people bid on houses higher than what their appraisals was going for.
Right, because the
Right.
market, it was so high. I remember
Yeah.
we
So,
bought ours right before that craziness started. Like it was still early, and we didn't have those issues where we had a freaking come up in an offer, but that happened right after we closed, and it was like people, yeah, it was crazy.
yeah, it was going crazy. So that's the reason why they jacked the prices up. They was like, all right, well, we raise up the interest rates, then people won't be able to afford the mortgages. They'll stop looking at houses for a little bit, and then the folks that's trying to sell their house will get more reality on what they should be selling the house for, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll get everything back in order. That's what they call the soft landing. So they
Yeah.
trying to do this soft landing where they can get the interest rates to come back down and get inflation to come down with it and everything. But the way they print money and give money away, shit ain't gonna happen.
Ukraine,
And
gotta
And
so
stop.
and one thing that I think Trump might do is invest our reserve into Bitcoin,
Pay
which
off the
would
debt.
then probably bring us out of debt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Echo was talking
that's what
about that.
Echo was saying. Yeah, he was saying it earlier.
Yeah, that'll bring us out of debt 400%. You're talking in the next 8 years, if our reserve of trillions of dollars is invested in Bitcoin, and now it's gazillions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
saying
yeah,
that could push a Bitcoin to a million or 10 million or
it could
that
push it.
astronomical number. Yeah.
And then other countries are going to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Because companies are already doing the same thing.
a lot of them follow our lead, but a lot of them are trying to do their own thing now because they see
Bricks.
we ain't really had no good leadership in a
Bricks.
while.
And
So
man it.
Yeah,
it's
And
like,
man
2025
it.
is gonna be. I think in 2025 we're gonna see some major financial moves, for our financial system, for crypto, for
So
everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like
I,
we gonna see
I'm
some shit.
I'm in the housing market right now. Like I'm trying to get a crib
Mm-hmm.
right now, and but it's crazy because it's like in the Hampton Roads area and in Maryland, it's plenty of but
Properties.
what I'm seeing what I'm seeing every week is price cut here 15,000, price cut here 20,000, price cut here 10,000, right? Or new house on the market. Because kind of like what y'all was saying earlier, like when COVID was happening, niggas was overbidding like a motherfucker, right? It won't no price cut. Everybody was price hiking and hiking. Now price cut, but they're getting sold, they're getting bought up. But it's like everybody getting bought way lower than what they were probably expecting because they trying to get out now before too many houses hit the market. I'm hearing in the
Mm-hmm.
springtime it's gonna be fire out there because everybody gonna be wanting to sell their crib, trying to lock in their value equity or whatever before their equity gets sucked up, and it might get kind of crazy out there. So hopefully I can find me a goddamn 500 square feet jank for the low. You know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you when the best time to buy, from what I read,
What's
is
up?
like when Florida, like Florida just had them hurricanes hit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those the best times to find opportunities to buy. So like when you know how it is, it's like it's sad, but it's like
Yeah.
when these type of disasters hit an area, if you live in that area or you was looking at buying a property in that area,
Buy
that's
the
the
land.
best time to go down is right after that and try
Yeah.
to grab you up something. You
That's
know
what.
what I'm saying?
The plots. Buy the land and rebuild on it.
Got a land,
Mm-hmm.
or it's some folks that probably had property and they just like, man, I ain't trying to deal with this no more.
No,
So
Mm-hmm.
they
yeah,
just
they'd have been
want
through
to
three,
get
four
out.
hurricanes. They said, "Fuck it,
Yeah, like, man, what? More joints coming too? Like, man, I just want to get out of this.
I'm
I'm
going to
ready to
Kentucky,
leave.
bitch."
Yeah, I'm going to Texas. I'm
Kentucky,
going
don't
somewhere
they
else.
got tornadoes out there?
They get the tornadoes. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
it's places like it's disasters everywhere. Like it could be floods, it could be, you never know. But if you really looking, it's best to look right after like a nice hurricane or tornado hit a
Like
little area.
disaster.
That's the area, like the area that got hit the worst. That's the area you want to look at and start. You're
Somebody
gonna
gonna
find
sell.
you're gonna find better
Somebody
deals.
gonna sell.
You're
They
gonna
gonna be
find
more
better deals
motivated
on the
sellers.
land out there.
Man, that
Yeah,
fire.
way
What about
more
them fires
motivated.
in Hawaii last year?
Oh, the
Yeah,
They,
cement
I
got
heard they
that.
were chopping them shits up. They were yoking them up.
like
Government,
if it
eminent
like
domain type shit.
but think about Miami though. That shit get hit every year. Some investor rolls down after them joints, builds that joint back up in like 3 months, makes millions of dollars.
And
And
don't
you know
care
what I'm
what happens.
saying? And they cleaning up though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a thing. Like Miami gets rebuilt every year, just about. You know what I'm saying? Like they rebuild that joint up like it's this.
Construction
So
workers down there getting stuck.
man, they getting money, yeah. So that's
That's
something to think
facts.
about while you're in that market. It's like, yo, what area down in the Hampton Roads just got hit with like
Like
some
I said,
bad
bro,
mojo?
when I look at the roads, it's like it's plenty in my price range. Is plenty of work down there. Even if I want to get the rehab loan, right? It's plenty of work. It's just up in this area, I'm in Fredericksburg, so if I go to Manassas and Dale City and Crystal City and
Oh
Alexandria
no,
and
yeah, that's
Churchville,
damn near like being in
they say
DC.
get your ass out of here, boy. If I can go to Maryland, it's a work out there, but I don't want to go that far neither. So I'm just playing that game. But I don't want to go to Richmond, but I'm looking.
But
It's
like
out there. But
But like, think about Baltimore, right near Dundalk, where the Key Bridge was at. When that Key Bridge
uh-huh.
got knocked out, it messed up a lot of commuting in that area for folks. Folks couldn't get to their jobs. It messed up the traffic route. So that bring opportunity to buy housing in that
Mm,
area because it's probably folks that's trying to relocate or find another place to go because they was only there for certain reasons. You know what I'm
uh,
saying?
right.
Like, man, this was right near to my job. I can get to work in 15 minutes. Woody woo.
Nah, that
Imagine
shit
if this bridge,
45 minutes.
because that bridge might not get, man, you talking 10 years probably before we see another bridge up.
Crazy.
Hey, so let me are we okay? I was seeing some shit like it looked like it was cutting off on me. Nah, it's still streaming.
Not
We good.
good.
I was getting confused. Okay, we still
And
streaming.
I don't even understand. Like you talking about the bridge, the Key Bridge. Like I said, I'm in Fredericksburg. I don't even understand why they ain't a bridge that's over like a King's George to connect to the other side of King George. Them shits ain't even 20 miles apart. But to get
Nah,
over
not that
there,
bridge. That bridge ain't nowhere near the one that go to King George.
no, I'm saying down in King George, ain't no bridge over there.
Oh, okay.
And it need to be one, by Quantico and the crossover to Maryland. It should be a bridge there, but I don't get that. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. Cause
Yeah.
the niggas got to go all the way up to DC to come back all the way down and go right there, and that shit weird.
But yeah, those catalysts is opportunities to make money though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I keep up with like it be the weirdest stuff. Like, cause some people just think stocks and they just be locked into this box.
Mm-hmm.
Stocks this, stocks that, or crypto this, crypto that. But you really gotta know what's going on outside of that. Cause little stuff be happening. You'll get a dip and you'll be wondering why. Or when it's going up, you don't even know why it's going up. So like prime example, Microsoft, I think it was today. They was the day they got a vote. It may be the day or
Yeah, to vote
tomorrow.
for Bitcoin.
That's a catalyst. So
You
you
sent me
gotta
that.
be able to put yourself in position to know like in 3 days they gotta do this. And if the vote goes this way, it's gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm,
gotta be like, all right, bet. Let me put myself in position and load up on it while it's at this price for the news.
mm,
What they say, buy the rumors, sell the news.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
So that's the whole game is like, yo, all right, like SMCI, y'all heard of that one?
Mm-mm. I haven't.
mm.
Oh my God, y'all gotta look that one
They
up.
they
Y'all ain't never
buying they buying they buying Bitcoin, right? They
no,
got software company.
that's micro
That's
strategy.
my thought. All right.
Micro strategy buying up all the Bitcoin. They probably hold more Bitcoin than any company in the
And
world.
they company ain't doing shit. Look.
Yeah, but they running. They stock is running up. But SMCI, real quick, SMCI was a stock that this year, bro, ran up like 800%, right?
Damn.
And it ran up so fast, like it literally ran from like $200 to $1,200 this year.
In
Yes,
12 months.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
crazy.
no, in like 6 months. And so I'm gonna tell y'all how to. Y'all look at the charts when we done, but
I'm looking at it right now. They ran it was 115, I think, the top out of it.
Well, how you
yeah.
get in
So they
these
had a
when
stock.
before that
They had a
though?
stock split, bro. They was literally
Okay.
$1,200. That's why you
Yeah.
seeing the
It's,
115 right now is because
I
they
got
had to
you. I got
do a split. It was so many people trying to get in. So long story short, it ran up so fast. I guess they got audited, right?
Mm.
The books was off. Shit crashed it. Boom.
you. Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Now you talking about a 30 something dollar stock, right?
Right.
That was literally $1,200. So if you do the math, you talking like if the stock split wasn't in effect, we talking it went from 1,200 to $300 pretty much. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So by they was talking about delisting the stock from the stock exchange because it was looking like some fraud shit was going on with the numbers. So they had till November the 15th. If you got the chart pulled up, look
Yeah.
at November the 15th, right? They had till
Well,
November the 15th to get these numbers together. So they hired a new
shit was
accountant and all.
$20.
Man, that motherfucker started running after the 15th, didn't it?
Yeah,
It literally
$38.
went it literally went from $18. It went all the way as low as $18. Right now it's at 30 something dollars.
38, 38,
But
yeah.
it literally went to $18. And in 4 days, it shot from 18 to $40.
Dang.
So you're talking about 100% opportunity right there in 4 days.
Right.
But knowing the news, knowing the catalyst that drives the things. So basically, my homie hit me up. He's an accountant. He's like, yo, man, you need to buy SMCI. I'm like, why? They
These
about
are
to,
the friends we need. Let's
yeah.
go.
He like, yo,
Send
you
me
need to
his number.
buy. He like, yo, you need to buy SMCI. I'm like, bro, that joint about to get delisted. I'm not touching that. I'm like, they about to get delisted. He like, nah, they not gonna get delisted. I just looked at their books. I'm like, so what are you seeing? He like, bro, they sitting on a lot of cash. He was like, somebody just messed up. He was like, but when the world find out that they actually not doing that bad,
They legit.
he's like, it's gonna go back up.
Mm-hmm.
On the 15th, that shit shot up.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
They not getting delisted. So you talking about a stock that literally could have quoted at $18. And what we're predicting from looking at the pattern and the history is going back to $100.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you can catch it at 30 by like 37,
Get your
$38.
10 shares, get your 100 shares,
Get your
every
10
dollar,
shares.
get your units, you know what I'm saying? Because again, when I used to fuck with stocks, my little $5, $10, it wasn't enough to do nothing. Um,
Frank,
yep.
scared money don't make no money. Don't you forget
No,
that.
oh
Look.
no, I learned that shit. No, I know that now. But yeah. And so as far as like when you talk about buy the rumor, XRP got huge. There's a documentary out called
Oh yeah.
Rigged from the Start. Man's Echo was in there that we just talked to earlier today. XRP has nothing but like for the past 4 or 5 years, bunch of rumors. You know what I'm saying? Rumors of taking over the financial world, rumors of just all crazy type of things. Do your research on XRP. XRP is a perfect coin to buy the rumor, that you speak of. Um, After the election, right? So November 5th to today, XRP is up like almost 350%. It went from
Yep.
like
50
40, 50
cents.
cents to now it's like at its highest it was like 290, but now it's like 250. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in a month's time, in a month and a week.
So where do you I got two questions for you about XRP because I hold XRP,
Mm-hmm.
but to be honest, I didn't do a lot of research on XRP. I held because the credible people that I know,
They tell you
Mm-hmm.
not to fuck with it.
no, they tell me to fuck with it. So I just bought it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, okay.
I was like, their credibility is enough. So I was like, that's enough. So I grabbed like 5,000 of them at 50 cent.
Oh, you in there? You up there?
I'm up,
Yeah,
but
that's what's up.
what my question is, how high do you see it going? Because I've heard some people say $20. I've
Mm-hmm.
heard some people say XRP can go $10, $20. I've heard some people throw out $100, which I was like, wow, they super duper optimistic on
Yeah,
it. Because I do know that it's an exuberant amount of
coins. It's like
yes,
100 billion or something.
yeah,
Personally, I think we could see 100. I think we could see
a
$100
hundred
XRP.
dollars.
Yeah, in
Woo,
in a
wait,
year. In a year. You know what I'm
God
saying?
damn! Because of
In a
all
year,
the
that's good enough for
strongholds that
me.
have
I'm
been
quitting.
released. Is it
So
because
the
of the
lawsuit,
strongholds that have been released?
the what would be released?
So I know a lot of catalysts for it moving was the SEC chairman was getting
He out.
fired or he stepped down or whatever they allowed him to do
Mm.
to make him look good. I don't know if he got fired or
No,
he
no, no,
decided
no.
he was
He
gonna
did not
step
look
down.
good. I don't know. He does not look good. So the SEC was it 2020?
They had the
The
case on
SEC,
XRP.
right? So the long story short is the SEC sued XRP under the guise of it's a security and there's unregistered security. Meanwhile, Bitcoin got a pass, Ethereum got a pass. There was a few other cryptos that got a pass, but XRP was like at the time in 2020, XRP was the third largest in market cap. It was like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. SEC started fucking with them, started putting out these lawsuits against them, against the owners. There was some other coins too that they started fucking with. So for the past 4 years or so, the SEC has been just shitting on crypto. I feel like something touched me.
You got ghost too.
Yeah, I don't know, something, bro. I'm gonna watch the tape and see if something moved behind me. But the SEC has been like fucking with certain crypto companies, crypto coins, hitting them with lawsuits, calling them securities and all this stuff. And they've been really, it's seeming like they've been really hampering down on trying to suppress crypto.
Like big though.
Meanwhile, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they got free reign. It turns out, like if you watch the documentary Rig from the Start, Ethereum had a lot of JP Morgan, had a lot of central banker people invested in it, and they were trying to push debt. You know what I'm saying? And they were in cahoots with the SEC. So Ethereum had people in the SEC fucking with everybody else. So fast forward 4 years now, here we are. The lawsuit is, to my knowledge, is dismissed. Like they lost, right? XRP is not a
Right.
security. They're about to be good. Gary Gensler is going to be out of there. At the end of January 19th, after Trump comes in, he's out. And then Trump is talking about, a pro crypto SEC. He's going to put people in there that's pro crypto. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about
So he is,
yeah,
yeah.
when XRP in 2020 was at its all-time high, like $3, it was the third largest market cap. SEC hit them up, boom, and they've been down. They've been like 50 cents for like the past 4 years or so, going up and down or whatever. Now that all that's over, XRP is supposed to take back its spot where it was in 2020 before they got fucked with, and from there, it's to the moon. But there's been a lot of political stuff. SEC fucking with them. Everybody who looks at the cases, and I'm not a lawyer or I'm not a finance lawyer, but everybody who's credible, who's looking at the lawsuits, was saying the SEC should have never fucked with them. The lawsuit was bogus from the jump, especially when XRP was a competitor to Ethereum and they let Ethereum slide. So there was a lot of favoritism, towards Ethereum and some other people.
Big
So
brother being big brother.
yeah, so that's the
So
main
so
thing. So
$100 is on the table
I within 12
How
months,
many
I
coins I
think
got?
it could be more. You know what I'm
because
saying? I
I
don't know.
got 5,000 of them jokers and I ain't know when to.
Hey,
Yeah, like
I
I
would
said,
suggest
normally
keep buying.
normally when I'm up 100%, I get half out and let the rest play as house money.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll move that money to another investment.
I feel like I don't got enough, bro. I mean, I have about that. I have about that much too.
I
I
feel
don't
like I
have
don't got
enough,
enough because we had so much time.
Y'all make me feel bad, dog.
bro. Get some.
I got like 100.
Nah, you gotta get some more than that. But
You gotta get with the plan, man. Like, so you gotta set goals of how, like, that's the thing is you gotta set goals of how many of something you want to have because if you just get in with dollar amounts versus
yeah,
amount of the asset,
units of the coin.
yeah, it'll throw your numbers off. Yeah, I see you got the zoom in, zoom out feature.
Oh shit, it might be
Super tech
ghosts.
over
It
there.
might be ghosts over
That's
here.
like that.
Something did touch me, bro. When I jumped like that, I felt something right here.
But nah, real live, like you gotta because like I notice a lot of people like, man, I just threw 100 or I threw 1,000. But what does that buy you?
Hmm.
Like how many of the
A
asset did it
unit,
get you? Because it's cats out
Yeah.
here that really hold a lot.
millions.
Yeah, because
Right.
they didn't think dollars. They thought quantity wise, like, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
was trying to get 1,000 or 10,000 because I knew this was gonna move $300 and
Mm-hmm.
my 10,000 units was gonna make me $300,000. You know what I'm saying? That's the math they doing, which is easier math than
Mm.
I'm gonna throw $200 at it and it go up 300%.
I think the key date to keep in mind for XRP,
What's up?
January 20th, because Gary said first name base. Gary Gensler said he's resigning on the 19th. There's a lot of people who actually is resigning on the 19th after they get in. When he's out, and I don't know who he's gonna put in, but he's putting in a pro SEC
He got
champ.
a dude. I forgot his name. I might have him in
Yeah,
my phone.
I think January 20th, we should definitely have a new all-time high for XRP January 20th. At a minimum, it could happen before then, but I feel like that date we should definitely have a new all-time high, which would be beyond $4.
And you know
Maybe
what
even
Let's
another
get a
beyond
thousand
$6.
points,
you
girl.
know what else you want to keep your eyes on for that date?
What's that?
What's up?
Tesla.
Tesla, yeah. I don't
Oh
really
yeah,
fuck
Because
with
yeah,
stocks.
yeah, yeah.
because and the only reason I'm saying this is because but not even just stocks. You gotta think. Well, I do stocks and crypto, so you gotta just think. Trump is gonna be speaking on the 20th,
Oh yeah.
and all he has to do is mention things,
One time.
and the reaction is gonna go crazy for the markets. So if he mentions, I'm gonna do something for driving autonomous vehicles or energy, like you just want to keep your eyes on the shit he talking about, because I think you'll capitalize more in the stock market than in the crypto market.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the crypto market, you just got to watch certain coins like Bitcoin, XRP, possibly Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be too spread it out. I would even keep my eyes on Dogecoin just because the whole little unit he has.
And that
But
makes me wonder about like how long did he know about that? Because remember he mentioned that Elon name dropped that 2-3 years ago, right?
Them
And
niggas been friends
Doge is the dog coin or whatever, but the acronym is the same. And there was one tweet where he just put Doge, right? DOGE. That was it, and that
mm,
shit blew up off of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And then when
So
he
I'm
went on
thinking like, how
Saturday
long did he
Night
know?
Live, he didn't do that well. That's the thing that's why one thing Chris Sane teaches is like, yo, when you got Trump speaking, you got Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve speaking, sometimes you don't even want to be in the market because
up.
the volatility that comes on those days that they
Mm.
speak
It's
could
crazy.
wreck you.
No, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you know how many people got hyped? They heard Elon was going on Saturday Night Live. Then that nigga didn't do that great, and the shit dropped. And everybody blamed Elon. They was like, man, he fucked up Doge. What was that shit he did on the Saturday? Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on there.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's
thought
not
that
a
shit was
comedian,
wrong.
but yeah.
They was like,
That nigga's
Elon gonna
not an
say Doge to the
orator.
moon or something. He's gonna say
Not at
something.
all.
And he said something, and the reaction of the coin didn't react the way people thought it was. And they was just like, fuck.
That
So
similar story happened with XRP. Like early last week or earlier this week, um, Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple CEO, he was on 60 Minutes. Everybody thought, hey, he's going on 60 Minutes. XRP
it's
is going to
gonna
blow
raise it
up.
up.
He's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to start buying. And it actually, it was marked. The 60 Minutes episode was kind of marketed as pro XRP, but when you watch it, it was almost like a side hit piece. You know what I'm saying? Like they're talking about crime and cryptos, and then
They trying to get you
XRP
to watch
went
it.
down, for that. So yeah,
So
the
let me
media will
let
do
me
that
ask both
shit.
y'all a question. Let me
Hmm.
ask both y'all a question, right? So I'm asking you, computer man, about stocks when the crash coming, like, cause you know it's coming.
So
It's the
I feel like after inauguration, I ain't gonna say a crash is coming, but it's gonna be more of like you ain't gonna see as much volatility as far as
think
like
so.
how shit moving. I think it's gonna be more of like a cool off moment more than not a crash. Like not a crash, but like a cool off.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? After inauguration. Now, crypto, I don't think that's gonna cool off like stocks, but for
Right.
stocks, I think it's gonna be like a cool off moment because the anticipation has oversold. It's kind of it's put evaluations on things that ain't really there now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of anticipation. Now, for 2025, I do see the quantum computing thing
Hmm.
shooting up like the AI thing did.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna go hand in hand. I think the quantum companies are gonna get these. You gotta start looking for the next Nvidia through
Hmm.
quantum computing,
Hmm.
and I think
That's my
that's gonna be
jam.
where the
Hey, and you
bag.
hear something, bro? If your people
That's
tell
my
you
jam.
something, Send out the bolo. Let us
So
know.
the three quantum jumps I'm watching is IO and Q.
Hold up. Hold
Right.
up.
I got them. And they just went up.
They
They
went
up.
crazy. They on a
So
cool off this
bro, I
week,
had
like
that
just
jank at like $7 or some shit. But that shit, what is like $80 now or something dumb?
IO and Q. No, I don't think it's that high. I
You
think
said
it's like
A or
Cool.
I O N Q?
IO and Q
All right, I'm writing these shits down.
Yeah.
and Soundhound. No, IO and Q like $35 right now.
Who I had in?
Right.
Somebody crazy.
So I O N Q Soundhound. Was it a
Yeah,
speaker company or some
Soundhound.
shit?
Huh?
What they about? Oh, it's
They
quantum.
they are AI. They more AI based than quantum computing, but I think they do got some quantum in them.
Hey,
And then
Yeah.
Q.
let me
What is?
find out how to get jump
IONQ.
back in
So
stocks,
oh
man. I've
no,
been
I
fucking
do.
stocks for a long
My
time.
I'm up
I mean,
IONQ
you
because I
gotta
had
look at the price. Like the at these prices, bro. This is like lifetime opportunities for real, for real. Because these joints ain't $100. We talking $10.
so look.
They like penny stock levels right now. So
So you
to be
said
able to
you
grab
said
100 shares of
Mm.
something that's
yeah.
like $7, and you put 700 in, and then 10 years from now, that joint trading at 500 like Microsoft or something. Yeah, you
So
know what I'm saying? That's
I
life
got some.
changing.
I had some ION. I got some IONQ. It's $29 right, but my shit up because I had six of them hoes. So I'm up 200. You know what I mean? 180%.
Another
Right.
quantum one I'm in is QBTS.
I don't know that
QBTS
Ain't no
qubits.
qubits. Yeah,
one. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. And so ION. They had a warranty too.
that one
They
at
had a
like
warranty that I got.
$4, man. So you know what I'm saying?
No, it's at $18.
No,
18.
I'm
What is
talking about the
it?
qubits. Yeah, qubits is like
Yeah.
$4. So you talking
$4 though.
$400, you can grab 100 shares and you know what I'm saying, like see what happens. If what's the worst case scenario? Go to $7 and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or go to $8 and
But this conversation.
you doubled your money.
But this back to what I was saying about people getting into the stock market or crypto, right? You ain't gotta worry about buying right now. What you need to worry about or learn about or get in the habit of is putting your money in your brokerage account, putting the money in your coin account first. So when you and while you put money in, you studying, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so when a buying opportunity presents itself, you'll know what you buying, you'll know why you buying, you'll know where you buying, and so you already be in the game instead of just when it's time to buy, you not sure about what you want to do, and you still got to move your money, right? And you still kind of on the outside looking in. But if you just getting in the habit of just putting your money in the brokerage account, right? I'm a Charles Schwab guy. I got TD Ameritrade, you got Uphold, you got Coinbase, right? Have some money ready to move to play with, right? To invest, because like I said, when the action get to popping off, you don't need to be considering what to do. You need to be, you know what I mean, making moves.
Nah,
Big
facts,
facts.
facts. Same with crypto. I think y'all
Yeah,
asked me this before the dog bark. What was my top three?
yeah.
I got out Solana and I got out Bitcoin.
Right.
The third one, to be honest, it was in the air. Cause I pick based off performance in my portfolio, right? So I'm one of those guys that like I'm looking at my portfolio every so often and I'm trying to see what's performing, what's not performing. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
cutting like I'm big on cutting my losses and like not trying to hold on.
Taking losses? You
Gotta
take
learn.
losses? You're
Like,
not
yeah,
the
I
guy that
take
holds to be like, I got to hold till it come back up.
nah, I'm man, cut the law. It's like a relationship. Like if you with a girl and that relationship ain't going nowhere, why are we wasting time? Man,
Right.
cut that loss. Let's reallocate this money, whatever we got left. Let's reallocate that energy somewhere else. And because time ain't on our side, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I feel you.
I done cut a lot of my underperforming cryptos, but right now because XRP is up 300%, that became my number three.
Let's
But
go.
before that, it was probably something else,
Mm-hmm.
Dogecoin, or it could have been, I ain't gonna lie, Stellar Lumens or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, XLM has been doing great too, and H bar. XLM at one point was more outperforming XRP as far as growth
Uh,
this past month.
Cardano.
Mm-hmm.
So I was heavy on stuff that allowed me to stake.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
because I was like, yo, them 4 year periods where ain't nothing going on, I could make
Crazy.
money just staking.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to do was just, put my stuff in somewhere I could stake. So I'm looking who got high percentages for that. Cardano, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying, was allowing me to
Ethereum, you
stake.
can stake. I think Ethereum, you can stake.
Yeah, I
Tron, you
got
can stake.
Ethereum stake.
I used to stake
Cosmos,
Tron. Mm-hmm.
Cosmos was allowing me to stake. What else I'm staking in? Polkadot, Tezos. So pretty much when the dry moments was coming, I was just staking.
Mm-hmm. That's
Mm.
Like,
smart.
all right, let me just put the
You
money
can
over here.
stake and buy during those markets. Accumulate,
Yeah.
accumulate. That's what I messed up 2 years ago. Like I said, I just got back in XRP 2 years ago because I was pissed at the market. But if I knew then what I know now, I would have been
Mm.
bagging so much over time. I would just keep buying back every paycheck, every time I had a little money or whatever. I would just put some in there. So that's my advice.
So,
Do it now. It's not too late, especially with XRP. It's $2.50. That's still mad low. You could buy one for less than $3. You know what I'm saying? It's insane right now. The upside, the potential is crazy. We
Now,
right.
now my sneaky meme coins, because I gotta throw them out there.
hey,
What's up?
Bonk,
Bomb.
bonk, bonk coin, bro. I don't know why, but I found a sweet spot of where to get in at, and I done got up over 200% on bonk.
Okay.
Jasmy,
all right.
JASMY. That one I've been able to produce 120% returns on. Um, then I don't know if y'all use the heat maps.
Mm-mm.
So I'll go online and just look at heat maps and find what's hot, what's not in the space. And I found this joint called Stacks,
Mm-hmm.
which was performing. I really like when I first got into the space, I was doing my research, but
Mm-hmm.
it's too many coins now, right?
Bro, everybody, I got a coin. I made a coin. I ain't really telling nobody
We
about
can
it.
make one.
I made a
Yeah,
million.
yeah, let's
We're
go.
gonna make one for the podcast, but I made one on the XRP ledger called Red Rabbit. It's out there. It's a cool little rabbit. He looked like Neo from the Matrix. He got the green text or whatever behind him. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. I won't say it was kind of easy. Make out a coin. The only thing is marketing and promo. You got to market it. You got to build your team. You got to come up with your utility. But again, Hawk Tour Girl did it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can make a coin out there. You know what I mean?
Right,
Depending
right.
on your marketing team or what you got going on,
So
it could get real.
so but like I was saying, is like I'm not really researching too many coins at this point because I already got my top 3 or 4, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to just build in those and not keep chasing. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody gonna say something like, "Oh yeah, man, this one's the next this, that, and the
Big
third,"
time.
and you'll move your money there, and then where you left
Rug
from,
pull.
then
Right.
Get
rent
running.
or where you just took your money from to put there just ran up, and you missed the run up. So it's better to just be in position, just to
Or
be.
where you put your money at, you got rug pulled under your
Yeah,
legs
that
because
can
it's
happen.
worth too low.
I've been through the BitConnect joint. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if y'all know about BitConnect. Then
Mm.
it's a cat. I don't even want to say his name, but it's a cat from here. Um, he just got arrested.
Oh,
Lord.
he running
Yeah,
coin
it's
scams.
a Ponzi scheme.
Damn.
Man, dude was living like, bro, he was living like I'm talking about. He was living.
Scarface.
I will. I'll say the name of the company. It was called Hypercoin, right?
Okay.
Or Hyperfund. They changed their name like a couple times, but he became like the marketing face of the joint. But it was actually some dudes in Australia that like cooked the
Mm.
coin up,
Mm-hmm.
but they put him in very early. This dude was making $30 million a month.
Lord.
Ooh.
A month.
Lord.
Scamming? Rug
Man,
pulling?
well, I honestly like me. I want to believe what I believe, which is he didn't know it was gonna be a rug pull. I
Oh,
want to believe that he
they.
didn't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
Like, like he was basically marketing it because it was more like an MLM situation with crypto. It was like basically their selling point was, yo, we mine coins, and if you invest in us, we could pay you out a percentage of.
Oh, my bro. As soon as I heard that, I would have knew that shit wasn't right.
I know because I've been around since 2017.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
So, and their whole sales point was, yo, we can pay you 0.5% on whatever you invest
Yo, I
daily.
think I was in one of those not meetings. I think I was in a meeting like that where they were talking about that shit. Somebody hit me up on a Zoom or got me into a group and I was hearing something like that.
Yeah, they'll approach you like an MLM, like they'll,
I
oh,
think I was
come
in that.
to our Zoom, and everybody's giving these success stories about how it's changing their life and all of this, and you'll get invested in, and then so they'll give you a 0.5% on whatever you invest daily, right?
Right, right, right.
It's the kicker. If you bring in more people under your account, now your 0.5% goes to a little higher percentage or whatever. So
Right.
basically what happened was this went on for like 4 or 5 years. This dude was living a life. I'm talking about, and he from here. Like I literally know the guy. Like he been coming to
That's
my
your boy.
store. Like he come to my store. Like we done business, and I even invested in the platform too. Right.
Damn. Okay. So you was in there.
Yeah.
All right.
So look, but that's why I was like, I don't really think he knew they was about to pull the rug on it. But he ended up getting arrested because he's the only one in the United States. And I'm talking about
Mm.
he had millions of dollars worth of people investing into it. And I guess somebody filed with the FBI or whatever, and they investigated, saw how
FBI right around the corner from your ass.
yeah,
Got
like
his
they
ass.
saw how much money was like really like they I guess they might have got other people to like, oh yeah, mine's got pulled too or whatever. So they found him. He had a condo in Miami, he had a condo in Dubai,
Damn.
he had a yacht like the size of a Diddy joint, like with stuff on it.
Damn.
Like
He had a lot to lose.
the yacht was called Crypto Life. Like he had it wrapped, he had it wrapped in everything, right?
Right.
With the Crypto Life joint on there. I'm talking about he had I'm talking about he had Jamie Foxx on his joint. Like, so what he would do was he would go to the clubs with the crypto, right? And buy bottles and buy stuff. And you know how they come out, the bottle girls come out with the little signs, and you can have
Uh-huh.
whatever written on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd be like bottles bought with Bitcoin or something like he was advertising himself heavy everywhere he went. He was spending like I seen bar tabs where he spent like 100K on bottles.
Yo, that's crazy.
He's like if he
No
see a
wonder
celebrity in the
he in jail
club,
now.
if he see a celebrity in the club, he's sending bottles to them so they could try to figure out who he is. But long story short,
He
they
marking.
stopped allowing people to cash out on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when everybody was like, yo, it's a scam. And he was like, I can't get my money out either. Like he's telling me that. Cause I told him one time, I was like, bro, I try to pull out. What's up? He's like, yeah, my money froze too. They supposed to be unfreezing it. And you know how that go after that.
And
Right.
then
Like
he got ghost.
Oh, that's
it
Hey,
goes
crazy.
so look,
downhill. So
so
basically
look.
they caught him in his condo in Miami. They locked him up. He posts bail. They catch him at the airport with a one-way ticket to Dubai.
Trying to get out of here.
They locked him up again.
Trying to get
He ain't
out of
getting,
here.
he ain't getting out.
Yo, we got what's up, Brian?
Hey,
Can you
look.
hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm
What's
sorry,
up?
my voice. I just finished coaching my high school wrestling team, so my
So
voice is a little crazy. I should have thought about that before I got up here, but
we
Are
still
you
can
getting it.
you
But
straight?
hear
look,
me?
Yeah, we
yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear
You
you.
straight.
Look. So look, the moral of that story is right. Look, I was listening to Dark Mess. My first man, some rich Indian dude. So he was like diversifying versus concentrated focus. You know what I'm talking about? So if people who diversify kind of don't really know what they want to get into, the people who got there and going with their concentrated focus are usually the ones that hit the big because they studying, they putting all their time and energy into this particular thing, and that's what they kind of gonna hit on. So like, look at Amazon, concentrated focus. Look at Facebook, concentrated focus. Look at the big companies who winning concentrated focus, right? People
Mm-hmm.
who got Bitcoin early and just kept stacking and stacking, stacking, concentrated focus, right? So don't let all these other people come and sway you from your goddamn like Buddy said, trick you out your spot. You know what I'm talking about? What up,
Yeah,
Brian? What
that's
you got going
facts.
on over there, Brody?
I mean, I've been in this is like my third cycle, and I think a lot of times, your first cycle usually people get in at the top. They get in with somebody who told them to get in,
I did.
they'll say Bitcoin went to 17,000 in 2017, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get in at 14, they lose all their money. Oh, it's a scam, right?
That was me.
So you'll have that cycle. Then you'll have the cycle, and I'm speaking from personal experience. Then you have the cycle where you get in at the right time. You get in earlier. You kind of grow your conviction again, and you make a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe you get caught in a narrative, or you diamond hand, or maybe you cashed out at the right time. But by your third cycle, you should make multi-millions.
Let's go.
And the thing is that I think we get caught up when we talk about crypto with wanting our families and our friends to do it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's working for you and you're making, I make more money in crypto than I do my business, and I have a pretty successful business. At this point, um, my conviction is so high in the space and in Bitcoin in particularly. Of course, I don't sell Bitcoin. We accumulate Bitcoin. We buy alts in the bear market,
Mm-hmm.
and we trade our alts. And I don't marry any coin. I don't care. Look, I was sitting on Mad XRP. I
I
sold
know.
that joke
I
before
know.
hey, look,
I know. I
we ain't
know.
gonna talk numbers, but what I'm gonna say is I have to look at risk management. So I had to diversify because I had so much. I said, shit, if Kamala wins, I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna keep Gary Gensler in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then the lawsuit could just go on and on and on. And I can't miss it for my family because this is actually the life changing cycle for me and my family.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? And so because you have to put in the 10,000 hours and I did the work, I put it in H bar, I put more in Algorand, I put more in VChain. I put some in some AI coins, some AI plays early and some gaming coins. Which I think gaming is really going to be what sends mass adoption worldwide because people pay to play or get paid to play.
Right.
And when you start talking about communities, the gaming community really has the biggest community in the entire world.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And, there's going to be people living on GTA. It sounds
Unfortunately.
crazy now,
Unfortunately.
but unfortunately, but I personally, if I'm going to invest my money, of course, I'm going to invest in Bitcoin first. And then you have to look at the real world assets. And that's what's really the narrative because crypto runs in narratives throughout the cycle. Last cycle, you had DeFi
Yep.
go first, right? DeFi went first. This cycle, you have real world assets.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the ISO coins that really went first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if for anybody who was really, really accumulating in the bear market, you're 4 to 30x up right now. You know, my suggestion to anybody if you got bread, if you got money, if you got hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, you might as well just buy as many Bitcoin as you can that you're comfortable with and just never sell.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did a video on Crypto Corner today, and it's just like gambling. I don't know all the successful gamblers and people I know who do parlays and they play poker and everything. These people have been doing this shit for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they really know what they're doing. Crypto, it's such an emotional game to people who haven't been around for multiple cycles.
Right. It's
You
only
know
been
what I
around
mean?
15 years. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
been around 15 years, but
Yeah.
I mean, you have to really have tough skin
Mm-hmm.
to be in this game. When I was just the last pullback, right? I'm not gonna say how much my portfolio fell, but it was enough to probably make anybody they light flash before their eyes. And I didn't blink. Because
Yeah.
you got to understand when we get to we're in that what Raul Powell talks about, the banana zone.
Mm-hmm.
When we get to this area where the volatility is like this, you got to know on this second leg up that we're about to go to probably 150K, man, it's going to be 20-30% pullbacks,
Right.
Hmm.
and the altcoins are going to suffer even more. Like
Yeah, they
everybody
suffer both.
panicked over the last 48 hours, but you
Hell
see
yeah.
what happened, bounce
Mm-hmm.
right back.
Mm-hmm. You gotta have the time in to know the ebbs and flows.
Yeah, that's the thing is the time. Like you said, you gotta have time in the market because if you don't know the type of pullbacks you're gonna see, you're gonna keep getting in and out and losing position, and it's not gonna make sense because the fees in the crypto world ain't the fees in the stock world.
Yeah, buddy.
Coinbase.
And it don't even make sense to be paying the fees. That's why I be
If you
telling
get
people
back
like,
in.
yo, if you ain't up 100% at least on the alt, don't even sell it because like if you up 30-40% and you paying capital gains tax on something, bruh, you not really making no money.
Mm-hmm.
Not making no money. You gotta pay a fee to sell, and then you gotta pay your capital gains tax at the end of the year. So you put 30,000.
Or we may not
What's
be
up?
seeing those capital gains tax on certain coins in 2025.
That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? So there's
I,
incentive
I hate
there.
to,
We said,
oh no, I mean I hate to say it, but anybody you have a big I think people still have an opportunity to make money on the alts. But we've been in so long that I mean we're already 5, 8, 10x up. And I think that like on most altcoins, you can in the top 200. And I would not, I really would not go outside the top 200.
mm-hmm.
That's a real gamble. Um, because it is to the point I think in the alt market where you could close your eyes, pick anything in the top 200, and you could easily get a 10x.
Facts.
But the point isn't to hold. We're selling on the way up. And we're lucky because in Crypto Corner we have JD, who's he's a 757 cat, but he's been in for a long time. He's the number one charter in the world on TradingView. And I don't know, are y'all part of his charts? Y'all been looking at his charts?
I'm in the groups. I think I'm on. He has Facebook groups or whatever. I think I might be in there.
Well, his Patreon,
Oh no,
right?
I'm not in there.
So all these influencers like BitBoy, all these people, bro, they all use his charts.
Oh, that's dope.
It's insane,
What's his
right?
What's his? You said
His
JD.
Patreon is JD757.
All right, or I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, like they block him. He be trolling these influencers, and you really got to watch out because people will get online and make emotional decisions watching a damn YouTube video. When in reality, these people are shilling coins.
Hell yeah.
They're pumping their bags.
Mm-hmm.
They're not telling you when to get in and out.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically just trying to pump what they've been buying.
And then
And
run through your ass.
I think we're seeing a lot of OG coins that are going right now. Of course, the ISO, but you're seeing a lot of older coins because a lot of people, those people who are held through the bear market, they're exiting their positions.
Mm-hmm.
So while everybody else is getting hype, at this point, everybody's exit liquidity
Damn.
for me.
Spoken like a true crypto dude. He said he's
Nah, that's
taking his money. He's getting out.
that's
I'm getting
fact
out, bro. I'm
because
gone.
I
Oh
listened
shit.
to I forgot who the guy was, but he's like a crypto billionaire, and
Who,
but
Raul Powell?
nah, it's a white guy. He was on, I can't think of the dude's name, but he's a billionaire in crypto, and he was basically saying like, yo, with the altcoins, you can't marry them because a lot of them don't have a community. Like XRP is one that has a strong community. So like you got to look at ones that really have community because what happens is they'll hit a number and people cash out like he's saying,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not coming back. So if it don't come back, then your ass get left holding the bag.
You out.
Yeah. So you real live gotta, like he said, buy in the lower market, like in the quiet times, in the bear markets. And when the market come like this, and you already like he said, if you was buying in a bear market, you already up 100, 300%. What are you waiting on? Like, bro, take that money and throw it on a Bitcoin or throw it in a real coin that is we know ain't gonna be a rug pull,
Mm-hmm.
has a stronger community, has a utility, all of those type of things versus marrying a bunch of altcoins that you really don't even know the utility, like they don't have a
Shit.
real community, or the community is a meme community, like a meme community ain't a real community. So unless it's
Except
like
Doge.
GameStop, but
Is
that
it
ain't a
Doge?
strong enough community. Like Doge got a community, but it didn't do what XRP just did.
Nah.
Well,
Shit too.
XRP had a catalyst,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was that it
Had a
had been
strong,
suppressed.
but Doge
Yeah.
had a catalyst once they announced the Doge committee for the cabinet and all of that. That could have been a catalyst to push it, but it didn't really do what I thought it could have done. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like
I don't
when
think
I
we've
heard it,
seen
I was like, all
anything.
right, I might have to get a position because this might move, and it really didn't move. Like it probably moved like 6, 7%, and I'm like, okay, that's nothing.
You
Well,
think
I
something's gonna
mean,
happen
Doge,
with it once they get in there?
It's a
Elon get that
possibility,
pushback.
in my opinion.
yeah.
That's why I got the position. I'm like, yo,
By the
it's got to
rumor,
move, but I thought the catalyst was as soon as they make the announcement,
it
things was
might
going
be
to
when they start going getting in there and start deleting shit and start making
I
moves. I
mean,
guess
Doge is up what 450% since it was 9 cent.
that's crazy.
You know, it's. I mean, that's what I'm saying. During the bear market, Doge is up like 400, 500%.
Hmm.
You know, like for example, like I made a lot of money off Doge last time. I
I wish I
wasn't
could.
in. I wish I would have. JD was like, "Look, Doge is one of them things. It's a high market cap, but it's gonna the tokenomics are actually really good on Doge,
Hmm.
and because it's Elon Musk, and then they name the department of what is
Right,
it?
government
Department of
efficiency.
Government Efficiency. This thing is gonna pump crazy, and I really, really think that you know, uh, it's crazy that JD is the number one charter in the world. This man hit me up the other day and was like, "Bro, I'm scared," and I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "Think this thing is gonna go way higher than we think it's gonna go."
So you think
Because
those going to go crazy?
not Doge, I mean the entire crypto market.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
If the entire crypto market hits $10 trillion, think about it.
Crazy.
It was only like 2.5, 3 trillion last cycle.
Right,
That's
right,
an eight
right.
x,
What is it
You're
now? Let's see.
2 trillion.
I'm about to look it up.
Probably like 2 to 3 trillion.
probably like three. It's probably where it was last time.
Yeah.
All I know is like for me having a successful run last
It's three and
cycle
a half trillion.
and being in the same position right now, it's unreal.
Hmm.
I think that this is going to be like a giga pump. Mind you, these coins run a narrative. So I think these ISO coins, let's say H bar.
Hmm.
I was in an H bar at 4 cent and went to 39 cent. First one, I took profit at 24 cent. Then I took another 10% at 34 cent. Then it backed off because the next one up, dude, I'm out at 50 cent. That's a 10x on a large cap.
Yeah.
If you can get a 10x off of a top 10, 15, 20 coin,
Hmm.
that's huge. That speaks volumes because if he gets up to 50 cent, yeah, that's a 10x literally on a coin that takes so much money just to get it to go up 2%. It takes
Right.
millions and millions of dollars for it to go up just 2%. So when you start getting into these, and I think where the most money is going to be made in the next narratives, like you're seeing Jasmine pop off, you're going to see gaming, AI is going to be huge.
Then I just
Um,
throw Jazz Me out to y'all.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, Jasmine, I got a nice little play on Jasmine. I got it. Let me check. I got to check on my hardware.
I caught that one
I
at a
got into
penny.
I got into Jasmine at a penny, so
Yeah, I
I'm
got
up.
it at a penny too.
Yeah, I'm up 300,
What's it at now?
300%.
At
It's
four,
at 0.044.
Oh, okay.
It's 12.
and it
Um,
literally just pumped like 2 cent in the past week or two.
yeah. I mean, we had a nice little pullback,
But
but
I
that's the thing about taking profits. If you take profits at these levels that you're supposed to take it as it's going up, when we have a pullback like we had, where altcoins drop 20%,
you could
then you
buy
got
back.
dry powder on the side to double down on your bets. Me personally, I'm trying not to be greedy. I take my profits and I bank them. Take my profits, bank them.
There's
But
the conversation.
when we get to these higher time frames
Hmm.
and we start getting closer to all-time highs on some of these coins, 80% off the table. Leave that other 10 to 20% for the hype, for when everybody else is talking about it. People's grandma's Super Bowl commercial going,
Right.
you
Right.
know, um, everybody and their grandma talking about it. I'm only risking 10 to 20% of my holdings. So I would say by April 1st, I'll probably be completely out of the market. Even if it runs all the way to the end of next year.
So,
I'll
what's your
let that
plan? To
10 to
would
20.
you do you have a plan to buy back in, or you know,
No,
or you
hell
you
no.
you out out? You not fucking with it
No,
no more?
these banks are gonna crash this shit.
Oh shit. Let's
What he
go. Talk
say?
about that.
What he just
By
say?
April, he said the bank's gonna crash.
No,
Okay.
they like smart money is gonna be out. Smart money's already in.
Hmm.
You saw how we just couldn't get over 100,000.
Yeah, it was a
That
struggle.
was all manipulation.
Facts.
So BlackRock, Grayscale, JP Morgan, all these financial institutions, they own the channels. Mad Money, Jim Cramer. They
Hmm.
Right.
own MSNBC Finance. They
News
own
is
all
me.
of these finance channels. And when they start pumping it and telling you it's a great investment, great time to get
Oh,
in,
that's when you know it's too late. Yeah.
that's when you know
Hey,
it's time to go.
what
I
Buddy
say
said?
that too. Then I
What
say
you
that.
said?
I said once you can control the media, you can
Yeah.
control when it moves, and when it doesn't move, you can hold it back so that you can get your money in more.
Didn't Jim
And
Cramer just say Bitcoin is a good investment, and
it's a
everybody
great
knew?
buy.
Everybody was like, "All right, that's the key, or that's the moment. Let's get the fuck out of here." And yeah, if he's
Well,
talking shit, you already know. Just do the
it's
opposite
not
of
the
what he
moment.
says.
It's not the moment yet.
Hmm.
But the big moment is when you look on your Apple store or your Google store, and Coinbase is the number one popular app,
Download, yeah.
the number one download. When it becomes Coinbase,
That's
that's a
all the
sign of
newbies.
the
That's
time.
right. All the newbies just learning, just downloading it. They don't know how to. I get you. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And I know we're talking about crypto, but that's another thing that I got a heavy amount of is Coinbase stock. Because when you can't understand crypto and you understand stocks, you can still be an investor in other ways, whether it's ETFs,
Hmm.
or just buying crypto related stocks like mining companies like Mar, um, Clean Spark, Riot, those type of companies. You can get invested in those as well. So I accumulated Coinbase when it was at $50.
Mm,
So now it's sitting at almost 350. You know your boy up. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
You know what's interesting? You know, Nas was a huge investor
Yeah.
in Coinbase.
Him and Kevin Durant.
Hmm.
Dude,
Getting
I mean, and
getting
I
money.
tip my hat.
Yeah, nah, it was they was because they was trying to sell Coinbase so hard to our community when they IPO that they were like reaching out to these influencers. I think they probably was giving them some shares in exchange for marketing, and then in exchange they probably was like, "Well, I want to invest too." You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So a lot of like our people, like our influential people that was in the hip hop community, the sports worlds, different worlds, they was trying to bring them in for marketing the IPO to investors. You know what I'm saying? When they was IPO, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we got Kevin Durant, we got Nas, we got this part, we got Nipsey." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they was getting folks to invest, like they was getting us to kind of bat an eye at
But
it.
they
Like,
came. Well, they came in it. Coinbase came in the game.
it came in
Pretty
too
hot.
hot though. It came in
Came
way
in
too
super
hot.
hot.
That's why I waited. It's because it
Yeah.
came in at like $350 a share
But it dropped all the way to 50.
and literally crashed at like $30, $40. I got in at 50 when it was on
Oh,
its way back up. I
so
was
Hmm.
you
waiting on
balling it.
confirmation. Yeah, I waited on the
So
confirmation
look,
that
let me
it
ask
was
both of y'all. Let me
reversing.
ask both of y'all on this next bear cycle, right? How many new coins you think come out there that's gonna be worth anything, or is the top coins already in the game?
It, there's always going to be opportunity. There's always going to be scams. There's always going to be rug pulls. This run, we're going to see a major player go down. You're going to see a major scandal. It happens every time. I
Yeah.
think that like we really got to focus, I think, mostly on infrastructure, but particularly Bitcoin and always, trading these altcoins to accumulate more Bitcoin. And that is the only thing that's actually, I don't care about real estate. I don't care about none of that shit. And I'm going to tell you why. And I said it today. If the price of houses went up in dollars, right?
Hmm.
If it was gold, it went up slightly. If it was Bitcoin, everything in the world is down like 200%,
Hmm.
almost probably 150%. So to me, Bitcoin is the fastest horse in the race. It's the only truly decentralized currency.
Hmm.
And it's the only sovereign money.
There's endorsed.
if there's a central bank digital currency, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And the only people that are going to be free are people who are going to hold Bitcoin.
What you think Bitcoin? What you think the potential for Bitcoin to reach? Because we was earlier talking about $1 million Bitcoin. You think Bitcoin can hit $1 million?
2030, 2030, $1 million. I think by 2040 it will be $13 million by 2040.
Damn.
Yeah, optimistic.
So
Let me get some
it's not too
quality.
late then. What you telling me is it's not too late.
Remember though, we already had that conversation. The inflation, when you talking 2040, bro, with inflation, 13 million ain't gonna be 13
the same million
today. Yeah, 13 million ain't the same 13 million it was today. So what you can buy with it ain't gonna be the same as what you can buy now with it.
So you're saying
it's highly possible. Like
they're not gonna get this inflation shit under control no time soon.
Just like you can't buy a house in DC for $200,000 right now.
He laughed out the motherfucking park.
It's gonna be the same situation. In 2040, you probably ain't gonna be able to buy a house less than $1 million.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I truly think that Bitcoin is the only sound money, and that's why it's the apex asset to the wealthy. That's all they're accumulating. That's all they worried about is more Bitcoin. Now you have some people who are so wealthy that no, their whole entire net worth is not Bitcoin. But for us, our entire net wealth should be Bitcoin because we regular people.
What about the supply issue? Like there's only, was it 21 million, right?
So by 2140, the last Bitcoin will be made.
Right. So the supply issue, you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was sooner than that.
Yeah, it's like
no, 2140 is with the algorithm. It's the last Bitcoin that will ever be mined.
You said 2140?
2140 is when the last Bitcoin will be mined.
We won't even be here.
Oh shit.
We won't be here. Our kids won't be here.
Right.
It's going to infinity.
Damn, I thought they was closer than that.
How many's currently in circulation in mine right now?
Like 19 million or 20 million?
Yeah, I think in circulation, they're buying, and if the United States use it as a reserve asset, countries and corporations are buying it at a rate that it's not even available yet.
Right. So it's 19.9 million, right?
Have already been minted
in circulation, and then there's only 1 million left to be minted.
That's why I was like, damn, it's gonna take 100 years for that to happen.
And 15 million aren't moving.
And and it say new Bitcoin 900 a day. So they had 900 coins a day. So we could do the math if we want. 900 coins times 1 million. What's that? Give me a second. Give me a minute.
Probably could be about 100 years if you just talking.
It's going to be 100. It's going to be 2140. That's what the algorithm. I mean, that's what the code is set for.
2140.
So every millionaire can't buy a Bitcoin.
That's what I'm about to say. There's not enough supply.
So people are going to be little Satoshis. People are going to be scrambling and scraping just to trade their dollars. So I think the main focus for every household should be to accumulate a tenth of a Bitcoin or even 0.25.
$100 right now in Bitcoin is what, like 4 zeros,
nothing.
5 zeros.
When that whole running back down to
like
60,000 range?
Like 1%.
Yeah.
When that bitch going back down to 60 so I can get my life together?
I mean, it's gonna ebb and flow. What you okay? So when it pulls back, what you think is the bottom that we're looking at the next time it comes down?
The new bottom. I think did somebody say 60 or 70?
We ain't gonna never see it. I don't think we're gonna see it lower than 70. To be honest, I think we're not gonna see it no lower than what it was before the election, or we're gonna be in a bear market. If it comes down lower than what it was before the election, I feel like we hitting a bear market.
And if I was somebody who had no Bitcoin and I didn't have multiple coins, I would sell my life to get a Bitcoin. I would sell my house. I'd sell my cars. That's gonna
be the fight. That's gonna be the new fight. Like that's gonna be the new starter jacket. Niggas gonna kill you to get access to your motherfucking coin.
Your keys, bitch.
Give me your passcode, bitch. Send me your coin right now.
Hey, look, and that's the reason why. You ever seen that meme with Homer when you go in the bushes and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. When this shit over, I'm gone. Look, y'all gonna be like, yo, what happened to
man, right now, And right now we're like not far away from Ethereum all-time high now. Ethereum about to break 4,000.
You know what's interesting? Microsoft just had their board meeting because they
Oh,
wanted
we
to
were just talking
allocate
about that
funds.
too. We were just talking
And
about.
instead of getting Bitcoin, they decided to buy ETH.
Mm, I need to
So
watch. So they made the decision today, right?
I think they did yesterday.
I'm about to see what the stock doing now.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
With
I
Microsoft or the corner.
look at MicroStrategies, right? Michael Saylor. His company, MicroStrategies, is a failing company. The
Yeah,
only reason that he don't even care about his damn company. The only reason his company is doing so well is because he has the
corner.
more Bitcoin than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, this conversation ran, boy. This was a good one, and we could probably go all night, but I know all our wives looking like, "What the fuck is y'all at?"
Nah, for real.
I've been walking
Not
past.
mine, because she happy. She be like, what it look like? She be
Yeah.
like,
or
bro,
she know the
what?
Smoking
coin about.
gains.
Yeah.
We've been
That.
waiting, man. It's been a long 7 years,
That's what's up. That's
you
dope,
know.
man. Congratulations. Like I have issues with holding. I have issues with not so much more now, but when I first started fucking with it, yeah, I was very wet behind. What's the saying?
But mine is.
Yeah,
Web
I
behind
didn't.
the ears,
Yeah, I didn't
man.
know shit. I am much more mature now. I'm.
Ain't nobody know shit though, for real.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I jumped out and I left it for like 2 3 years, maybe 4 years, and I'm just starting to come back around. So I still got time. For you out there, if you
Sure.
don't got no crypto, it's not too late. And like Brian was saying, focus on Bitcoin. Get your Bitcoins now while you can, because you know what I'm saying, it's just one of those things. Like this is the rumor. Buy the rumor. Okay, yeah, it's at 100K, but it's still the fucking rumor. You know what I'm saying? So do that.
Oh, I got a question before y'all hop off because my boy
So,
Crypto Corner, he seemed very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I gotta get back into the NFT conversation because I'm stuck in
Okay.
ApeCoin trying to figure my way out of this motherfucker. What's your intake on the NFT
Mm.
space, the ApeCoin shit? And also, what's your take on buying buying coins that's tied to exchanges like Binance or crypto.com shit?
I, I think that the biggest ecosystem, for your second question, I think that the base ecosystem is going to that's backed by Coinbase. And their number one is what is it? Aerodrome Finance is a killer,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right? And I do hold one coin that's on Base's ecosystem, which is backed by Coinbase, and that's Echelon Prime. And
Okay.
that's an AI/gaming coin. And that ecosystem is actually getting m- uh, more liquidity pumped into it than any ecosystem right now.
Okay.
So anything that's backed by Coinbase, money's going to go into it because their coins are going to launch on the platform and be available to trade first,
Right, right, right.
Mhm.
you know. Um, but NFTs and stuff, Lord bless you. I don't know what to say about that, but I never got into it. But I would just say, man, I mean, it depends on how. I mean, all
Like,
that stuff is like,
do you think it was like a fad that ain't ever coming back? Do you
no.
think the utility will be used at some point?
I think that NFTs will do great, especially with the tokenization of real world items. Like I could tokenize this shirt.
Right, right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I think that art is always going to have a certain level of value, especially when you start talking about the metaverse. You have people who buy this art and they put it in the metaverse and they just own it.
That's dope.
I'm not big on NFTs, but I would say if you can get out and just put the money in something
Cut
real.
that
So
loss,
Because
right? Yeah,
what he
that's
want
how
to
I
hear
feel.
is I can hold it until I could break even.
That's
I'm not,
like
I'm,
because I'm big on like cutting losses and moving that money somewhere else where we got action, like Jazz Me bump somewhere else. Like I don't even care, like something that's moving. But this like all the NFT tied type of coins, they are like while we already got 200, 300, 400% run ups, they're the ones that still kind of trying to find the momentum. So I
I'm
was
gonna tell you that.
trying
Oh,
to
I'm
see
sorry.
like, is that momentum coming or nah? You probably want to just
I,
get on
I
out.
think I think I don't know. I think that people were so ate up with NFTs last time that
It was a bloodbath.
yeah, I think the attention's more on like real world things.
Mhm.
I think
That
this
nigga
run,
said
but
he
I will
out an
say
eight coin this week.
Ape Coin. I don't know, man. A lot of people didn't Justin Bieber buy like a
All
board ape yacht for
What was
like
Jay
crazy
Z.
was, bro, at when I first got it, bro, I got it at like $8, $9, right? That shit went to $20. I should have got out, but I was sold on the whole utility of it, and I just held on, man. Now I'm down 90%.
I would just go with your gut.
I
And I
mean,
think
that
that
thing is
we
at a
are
dollar now, like, you know what I'm saying?
there are some plays that I make that are technical plays, and then there are some plays where I just go with my gut and I go, you know what, I've done enough research on this. Um, I think this is gonna go. And of course, everything's in the charts. I try to just stay away from influencers and people influencing what I think is best for my money, right? Um, if you feel like you need to take it out and make another play, I mean, I'd go for it because what it's not guaranteed. And NFTs, the biggest bullshit NFT on the market right now is Game Ball 5. You know what that is? You heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Dog, Scottie Pippen has people buying in on the basketball of Game 5 from the Bulls. All these people are bought in on one basketball that this brother could lose tomorrow, that could deflate. and, and they all buying the NFT. The ball is an NFT, and everybody's investing in this one basketball.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Scottie Pippen doing this right now.
Scotty need the money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Scotty
So,
need the money.
you know, I would just say stick with the narratives that are going to be hot. We're looking at real world that's blasting off. It's going to be gaming. AI is going to be huge, deep in. Um,
So
and I would just stick in the
crypto.com.
top 200.
Crypto.com, you see it going anywhere or
Yeah. I mean, it's an exchange. I mean, I'm
I know
not, I don't,
Binance did really well in like the first 4 or 5 years of it becoming a
mhm.
token. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Oh, Crow. Yeah. I mean, all of them. Crow, Uniswap, anything that's an exchange that has a crypto, at some point it's going to run. Like Uniswap is still doing great.
yeah, I'm up over 120% on Uniswap. So
Yeah.
yeah, that one's good.
I do wanna
Polkadot.
I do want to add to the conversation, right? So I remember when I think I told Frank this before, like when can y'all hear me all right? I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
we
the Bitcoin stuff started, I went out and got me a smart contract book, right? Because I wanted to learn the smart contract part behind it. I wanted to learn the actual technology behind it because I understood that that's the real moneymaker, right? The real applications behind the smart contract. The coins, they're cool and all, but if you learn how to put your stuff on the ledger, right, and protect your actual media, right? That's how
Property.
I plan on doing it. Like, cause it's gonna be a whole lot of with this AI and deepfakes. It's gonna be a whole lot of the fake ass videos coming out. It's gonna be a whole lot of fake music coming out, and you will be able to say, "Hey, nah, that ain't me. I didn't do that because my shit is back on this ledger right here, on this corner right here at this particular address. If it ain't come from here, it ain't come from me at all." You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? So I understood that even with the NFT, right, the real world application for it is kind of uh it has some application to it because it can do a particular thing in the real world. So the actual technology behind those things is what's most important here, right? And so that's what I want. That's my my take on this whole thing. Like the coins are cool, NFTs are cool, the whole money making thing is cool, but being able to understand that real world application behind the technology and how to apply it to your life and your business is gonna set you apart too, because there's gonna be a whole heap of people out there ain't even understanding a smart contract. What the fuck you talking about, right? And then you able to put them on game and help them out by securing their stuff when the time comes. You'll be in the forefront of that game before, aside from these coins being manipulated, crashing and falling. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I wanted. That's what
So
I want.
you want to plant your flag in the crypto world so that you can see. I know people who run, like, you know, people who have credit card processing companies,
Yeah.
right? So they get a little bit like I'm thinking like, you
Starts
know,
so
there,
high.
you know, how can you get your way in there to get the fee off of crypto? How much money can you make owning Bitcoin machines?
Mm-hmm.
Becoming becoming part of the ecosystem of how the money is being transferred. Um, I mean, even how do you add the technology to your current business to benefit
Mm-hmm.
from crypto payments? I mean, there's a lot of how many people have you ever met that have payment processing companies? A ton, right? You know, it's just a point of sale, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't. I'm just an investor, but I do think about it. You know, I accept Bitcoin through my company, but I do think a lot of times about like, man, what is like Lionel started blockchain games with the with
Right.
the with the with the game. There's gonna be some opportunities, but I think the people who figure out how to plant their flag first and get something out of the entire crypto space that benefits their business and themselves.
They're gonna be set up for
Um,
life.
yeah, I want
No,
that
that's a fact.
recurring crypto payment.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's what I
Yeah, we
want.
could do some more research on the smart contract because I remember when I made an NFT, I made an NFT project a couple years ago. It was set up to where you could program it to when you make a sale, like you sell it, and then let's say whoever bought it from you sells it, and every time it moves between people and it gets sold, the owner, the original holder of it, gets a percentage. It was like
Mm.
built into that, and that's what I was trying to do. But I ain't sell shit. You know what I mean? So there's that. But I don't know if it's with the apes and these other NFTs, but like whoever created or minted it, they get a percentage of every sale. So every time it exchanges hands, they get a percentage of that sale, and that's kind of like built
I
into
think
the system.
I think too, like until we can figure out, like for my business, right? For medical transport, I give people the incentive, like, yo, if you want to pay me in Bitcoin, I'll give you 50% off.
Hey, any way you could get it, let's go.
Any way I can get it.
50. Hey, I would have took that. I mean, I know better now, but I would have been like, all right, bet. Tell me how to do that. You
Oh,
got to onboard
yeah.
them though, like tell them where to get it and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, that's kind of for them to figure out. Yeah, I would help them if they're going to pay me.
Yeah.
But also imagine, during the bear market only, not right now,
Mm-hmm.
bear market only. Yeah, look at your business and be like, hey, yeah, I'll do this service, $1,500 for this service. But if you pay me in Bitcoin, a year ago, pay me in Bitcoin, I'll give you
750.
40% off. I'll give you
Right.
35% off. I'm cheap. I'll give you 20% off,
Right.
right? Just
Some
to pay
people
me
would
in
take that. They'll be
Bitcoin.
like, hey, say less, because they value the dollar more than the big. They don't know what the fuck a Bitcoin. They'll be like, whatever. You want
I ain't gonna
Bitcoin?
lie,
Fine.
that's
I
a
say 20.
genius strategy. I'm about to have to implement that.
Yo,
I've
Yeah,
been
like
getting paid in
computers.
Bitcoin. Like, and it's crazy because when I get paid in Bitcoin, it's during the bull markets because people are up.
mm,
So they just like, yeah, I want to spend something, like make it used. So I'm just like, all right, cool, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But that 20% off thing, knowing how much a coin can move that in one day. So it's worth giving that discount. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I like that
There's
idea.
a gem. Look at that gem. Look at that gem right there. All
That's
our
genius.
businesses, we gonna start taking Bitcoin, and we'll
Like,
cut
yo,
you a deal on
20%
the
off.
fiat.
I sell it to you at 20% off with
And
if
look,
man
the bear
crypto.
market boys, the bear market boys,
I
we
like
come
that.
out here.
Let's
That's
go.
genius. Cause
Everything
I
I
cause
sell
I
is about to
know
be
I
in
know when the
Bitcoin.
market get crazy, that 20% gonna be 400%. So it's like, yeah, it's worth it. I like that. That's
Yeah.
genius right there.
Man, look, we got to
I'm
get
just,
off this thing eventually. We've been talking
No,
about
it's
two
dope.
I,
hours. You know what I
No, that
mean?
was super dope, man. But yeah, no, that's a dope gem to leave off right there. Change your business out. Start collecting payments in Bitcoin. Give them a percentage. It'll be worth it. Um, but thank you, Computer Man. Thank you, Brian King. This is super dope. We should probably do some more of these. We can schedule them or whatever. But um, again, if you got questions, put questions in the comments. Real quick before we go, everybody, if you want us to go through your socials, or people reach out, talk about your businesses, talk about what you got going on before we head out.
DMV Computer Man, we in Capitol Heights, Maryland. It's a small repair shop and computer retail shop. We're on DMV Computer Man _ MD at Instagram.
What you got going on?
Nice. Yeah, just you can join Crypto Corner on Facebook. It's a group if you want to learn more information and connect with JD, myself, and everybody else in this in this group we got right now. And yeah, that's it. I don't want to talk about my other businesses. I just,
He's
I
Bitcoin,
just want you
man.
to join
Bitcoin.
Crypto Corner and oh, but express transportation. You know, we do private wheelchair stretcher transport the 757 areas. So holla at me.
That's what's up.
Unified crowd, man. Don't forget that. First responsibility. You know what time it is.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, everybody. We did 2.5 hours. That's what's up. We'll catch you next week. Good night. Remember, like.